gonna go live. I'm gonna go live though, but y'all, you can continue. Go ahead.
You have the link.
If
Wait,
Kid Trunks went Super Saiyan 2,
warning before he went live. This is rare.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were live, baby.
Snuck
Nah,
us
not
up in
yet.
the stream again.
Yeah. I was gonna sneak y'all in there. I was like, you know
You
what?
have the
this
links,
is-
Brago, for the SBS?
Gang.
Yeah. I got it. I got the Admiral thing and the actual information about it. Cause it's like
Was that all of it though?
There's like it's not all like cataloged that into like one page. You kind of have to search for it because
somebody typed it out for me. Well, not for me, but somebody had it on like a forum.
You got the red carpet treatment, bro.
They hustling you.
Yeah, somebody had it on like.
is the page you're showing on stream the only page you have? Because that's not all the information.
Let me see. Can you see?
There's more than that.
We only have like parts of it from the forums.
Is that it? So okay, let me go through what it is. So we have Katakuri, Daifuku, and Oven. They're triplets at the age of 48, which is weird as hell.
Yeah.
Katakuri is a minister of flower, which makes sense. Amon is a Charlotte. She's also half human and half snake neck. Praline is the 21st daughter, not the 29th. The 29th daughter is Jessica Porn. Just card Porn.
That's a strong neck.
Who is that?
Snake neck one?
Jessica
Amon.
Amon.
Twins.
Yeah,
Oh,
Amon.
yeah, that we do. Yeah.
Yeah, Praline is the
never mind.
21st.
Yeah.
New birthdays. Like, why is all this information being rescinded? What's
Carrot, really?
Carrot, May 24th. Rebecca, August 4th. Scarlet, October 28th. Shanks' sword is called the Griffin.
Nah, I'm kidding.
That's actually the opposite of hype.
Cody.
That's the opposite of hype.
Thanks, gang.
As it relates to Tamago's egg fruit powers, if his Count Niwatori form is defeated, then he will turn back into Baron Tamago. Yo!
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, like the question was like,
So
someone
is
asked Oda what came like first, the chicken or the egg, and his
Right.
answer basically was this.
Yeah, that's a good joke. That's a good way to do it.
So he'll turn into what,
So is
Tamago?
this a countless cycle?
Yeah,
That
make
was
him.
the trend?
Yeah, like there's like a drawn out figure of like the actual forms he goes into. If you defeat him once, he'll go into one form. But once he gets to Count Niwatori, you defeat him, he turns back to base Tamago.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah.
basically can't die.
I mean,
Well,
It
that's
seems
what
like
we
it's like a what? Damn.
It's kind of like the Delphi has a weakness, but we don't know what the weaknesses of the fruit is. But like, I don't know.
Maybe you gotta eat it.
Yeah, maybe you gotta eat the yolk.
Yeah, they gotta cook tomorrow.
yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy. I mean, we haven't seen that form yet.
Wait,
Griffin.
Baron Tamago?
No, the Griffin.
We've seen Count Niwatori.
Was
Yeah,
that
we've
the
seen
form
Count
that he's
Niwatori.
in? Is that the form he was in?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like whenever
I thought-
like he first gets cut by Pedro and he blows out the dynamite and they go back to the minister meeting, he's in Count Niwatori form there.
I was thinking
Yeah.
like that's the next form after that. Because isn't there another
Oh.
form? This is another form, right? That wasn't his
There's
final
two-
form.
two
There
forms.
was like two forms he went into. It was like
Mighty
still haven't
Chicken or
seen one.
something? I forget the
Super Mega Ultra Chicken.
Yeah, this was like one more
Something like
form.
Duke something.
Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duke Chicken or something.
It was like a weird name, but like it like made sense. But he did go into Count Niwatori before.
Hold on, let me go check.
So if he gets defeated in that, oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought,
basically like it's the chicken and the egg. So basically, this goes back into the cycle.
Bro, it's like an end of the cycle.
Yeah, it's like the
So
chicken
we
and then
have-
goes back into the egg after he's defeated.
We have seen all of his forms.
I'm pretty
No.
sure. I'm pretty sure we've seen Count Niwatori.
we haven't
Baron
seen like his
Tamago,
last
then it's
form.
Viscount
Viscount Chick.
Kyoko.
Yeah.
Just
and
to
Count
end that
Niwatori
argument,
is
though,
the
the
last
chicken
one.
came first.
We haven't seen his count form yet.
Yeah, we have. I'm pretty sure.
Hold on, let me see.
What was the Duke one?
It was shown in chapter.
Wasn't there?
The Duke one,
853.
like he didn't get to fully transform into it, I think, because like he was like he got cut the first time, and like I don't know, he was like trying to transform. Pedro's like, what the hell is this? And he like blew everything up.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but it was Duke.
So this is
something.
Baron, Duke, then Count. So we've seen his final form already.
Yeah, we've
think
seen
so,
it,
yeah.
yeah.
Wasn't it when he was going against Pedro, and Pedro like almost like did a suicide attempt?
No, he didn't actually get to fully transform. Like he was transforming into Count Niwatori, but Pedro like stopped it by blowing everything up.
Gotcha.
And then next time you see,
The real
he's in that
question is
form.
Oh, so we saw his final form, but it was being whenever he was blown away, pretty much.
Yeah, but like the next time we see him, he's in that form because he wasn't like defeated in that form. Once he's defeated, he can only turn back into Baron Tamago, basically.
Oh, that's why he's
The real-
always in that form. Like,
Yeah. See, he stays in that form until he's like defeated again or something. Or
So
at
the
least
real
that's what's
question is,
implied.
the real question is, after he reverts back to his base, is he allowed to like is he able to just like start the whole spiel
yeah.
again?
Looks like it's
I
like
don't
an
know.
end of
Like,
cycle
It must be
thing.
a stamina thing though. Where it's like, as long as he has the stamina, you really can't beat him. So
So
it's
y'all
like,
telling me Tamago is eternal.
pretty much.
He immortal.
Unless you eat him.
Yeah.
Unless you eat
It's a-
him.
It's a pretty
Tamago
cool,
is Pennywise.
He's the gourd.
pretty cool fruit.
I think the thing about that Oda, it looked like he specifically chose defeated. So I think if you kill him like Pedro was about to do, but then he changed his mind,
Yeah.
I think he's done.
Yeah, like if he's
He
beaten up-
KFC then, huh?
I see a lot of people's hyping the Shanks stuff as far as like his sword being called Griffin.
Griffin? What
You see, like,
Um,
Tomato.
What is
So
the
the-
hype off of it?
see, I
The
think that's
name?
the opposite of hype because he told us the name of the sword in an SBS. It's not like Katakuri, or like we didn't learn Katakuri's spear beforehand.
Try
Now
it.
we know what Shanks is before he actually used the weapon.
Just because it got Shanks in front of it is automatically hype, according to.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're right.
I feel like it should be the opposite because it's
They
Ruben's
could have
supplies.
been
That's
like,
like
Because
Yeah.
what's-
I feel what Juice is saying.
to
like
be
in the
real, they
story,
could have been.
He's not going to be using the sword as much. It's not going to be like, oh, this is
Yeah,
my
he didn't
famous
save it
sword.
for the story
Well,
to
I mean,
reveal it to make it to build up a hype or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather him do what he did
Yeah, that's
here with
true.
it than
That's true.
not mention it ever.
Yeah, I'd rather be like
To
a
be real,
Katakuri's
if they
spear.
would have said in the SBS that the name of the brand of Shank's shirt is Griffin, they still would be hype. They'd be like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
of
bro,
course.
that's Griffin brand.
Oh
The
man.
only important information I can really deal from this is that, like, in the same arc for Whole Cake Island, we learned that Big Mom got a griffin from South Blue for, like, her mythical creature book.
Yeah.
So, like, the only tie between griffins that we actually have is South Blue. So maybe Shanks got a sword in the South Blue or
I
something.
wouldn't be surprised if Oda just made that up while he was talking
Yeah.
to the dude when you.
I
Yeah,
feel
it's like,
like
it's called Griffin.
Oh, Griffin.
He was watching Harry Potter.
Right. He's like, oh shit, Griffin.
was-
Slytherin,
So,
not
so
Slytherin.
Shanks' fodder. It's all in his sword.
It's all in the
And we
sword,
know
right?
Oda does that a lot, bro.
He
Niggas
was
be
watching the
thinking-
Clippers game, and he was
Yeah.
like, Griffin.
Yeah.
I don't want
Niggas
like,
niggas think Oda
Like,
orders
like,
things up, bro, but that nigga just come up with things on the fly.
I mean, he does. He does. I mean, I
I mean,
feel
my
like.
fear is like Oda's gonna name the sword and then Shanks is never gonna use it.
I don't feel like it's gonna have. He named it here because I don't feel like it's gonna have
He
enough
already-
significance.
Any relevance.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a minute detail, which means the sword
Yeah.
isn't really that important.
It's not an important.
It's probably not a 12 grade sword like Mihawk's.
Probably not.
Yeah. It's probably just like a regular.
Maybe he just
Yeah,
named.
I
Maybe he
don't
just
know.
named it that.
What
Maybe.
if he's hiding his real sword?
What if that was
I don't
the egg?
What if that was the egg?
Nah, what
You
y'all
defeat the
thought?
sword, it becomes a stronger sword.
That could actually be true. The egg was a griffin, but then it ate
I
the
know
sword.
people
sword
gonna
on
make
me.
theories about this.
No.
Okay.
He has his own sword, bro.
A zone sword. It actually it's
Oh,
alive.
That's interesting.
It's alive. It's a
And his
griffin.
sword turns
And
into a
think of it,
griffin.
look like the phoenix, like how it gives life and shit.
So
Doesn't
the
it
griffin
give
is
life
a
and-
legendary creature with the body, tail, and the back legs of a lion, the head
It's
and
like
wings of an
chimera.
eagle, and an eagle's talons at its front feet.
Yeah. Don't they have
Um,
ties to, like immortality or some shit, or is that just a
Griffins
phoenix?
are known for guarding treasure and priceless possessions.
He guarding the One
Oh,
Piece.
the One Piece?
There you go.
Oh my.
Piece-oo.
Uh-oh.
And that's how Blackbeard get it after he kills Shanks.
Well, I think that's more
Hey,
important.
Griffin's
That
sword
defines
hype.
Shanks'
role
sword
as
is the
Yonko.
One Piece.
I feel like that defines Shanks' role as a Yonko.
Yeah.
The person
Yeah,
using
that
the sword is
defines
what he's
his role
defending.
It's the
more
key that
Right.
opens.
Or maybe
yeah.
he's defending Buggy's nose, which
Well,
is the One Piece.
I feel like it kind of
Bruce
places him in the same
I'm
realm
dead.
as Whitebeard, because Whitebeard was kind of holding the throne, and I mean Shanks is serving the same purpose as a Yonko, where he's not in it for personal power, where he's actually just trying to usher in the new generation to become.
Yeah,
the
I feel like
next
if Whitebeard and Shanks knew the true history, then they would know like, okay, what they're actually waiting for. So they were just holding things
Wait.
together until like that time came.
It says Katakuri is 16 feet tall. What?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
16
16.
feet tall, and
That's-
Daifuku and Oven are slightly shorter than that.
Yeah,
Bro,
because
this-
Brooks like 10
So
Fucking
how
taller
tall is
than
Dofi?
Doflamingo.
Dofi is 11 feet tall.
That's ridiculous.
So
like
is
that's
that
nigga
Dofi
taller
was
than
like
Dofi?
Okay, this dude is a long legs. No, wait,
It has to be a long leg.
or
It has
what?
to be a long leg.
not
then.
necessarily a long leg, but
16 feet, bro.
I mean, there's.
I mean, it's
look
not
at
really
Kuma,
short.
though.
I mean, well, look at his mama,
I
though.
think Smoothie's a long. I mean, obviously Smoothie's a long leg.
Smoothie-
And they're the same height.
Nah, they're
Smoothie's
not
a
the
thick
same height, Brago. They're not the
I
same
don't think
height.
I don't think we can call
If you look-
Smoothie a long
way
leg.
taller.
Is she way taller? Like because remember they had that
Actually,
panel.
taller.
They are the same. Well, Katakuri's a
They-
little taller.
They had the panel when they were walking up together, and he looked like he was taller.
Katakuri's a little taller
If
than her.
she, if she's
No,
long leg, then
Katakuri
he's
is not
long leg.
taller than Smoothie.
He
Bro.
is a little taller than her, bro. Go back. and
Hold
look.
up.
No, he looked taller because he was in the front.
Yeah, he was in the
Yeah,
No,
front.
I'm
Front
talking
background.
about- look at the panel. Look at the panel when they standing right next to each other when they all waiting on the straw hats to come out of bed. He's a little taller than her, bro.
Well, here's the thing. For him being a long legs don't hide their legs. They usually show off the tattoos on their
Yeah,
legs.
that's what I'm
Katakuri
saying.
with
That's
a
what I'm
long
saying.
leg he'd be showing off his like he wouldn't like have those biker pants on.
Well, we know Katakuri is
Like,
pretty
tattoos.
modest, so maybe that's something he doesn't want to
Dog.
reveal.
I don't think he's a long leg because of the
Yeah, I
fact
don't think he's a
that-
long leg.
So you think he just
seeing him and
Look at the
Smoothie,
pattern where-
hold on. Seeing him and Smoothie next to each other, her torso is a lot smaller than his. So it's like her legs make up for most of her height, whereas he basically like relatively just the normal human. He just taller.
He's just a tall nigga.
Yeah.
Okay.
That nigga's
Like Doflamingo.
wilt.
Tigger.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah.
we're the Admirals, bro.
That's like, why are you making people so tall and Luffy's still like I don't know.
Luffy like 5'6".
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
Luffy's
like-
5'6", 5'7".
To me,
Niggas need
Luffy,
to stop,
He like
Luffy
5.
seemed taller.
Niggas need to stop
Luffy
overhyping Doflamingo, bro. They gotta stop.
Luffy
Hey, what
seemed
if we
taller.
do
Wait,
another-
wait. What do you mean, Dustin?
Japan.
What if
Niggas
we do
talking
another
about
time
Doflamingo
skip?
can beat Katakuri, he can beat Cracker, like niggas.
All right, yeah.
Nah.
Luffy's my guy,
What
but
if
they
we do
gotta
another
chill.
time skip and then Luffy's like 11 feet tall?
Please,
No,
God,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see the point of making these characters this tall. Like, what's the
in
point
Oda,
of it?
like in the shonen thing for Oda, like height is equal
Hey, that's
strength.
Yeah,
That's
equal
what you
strength.
said.
Luffy's the little Mac of the verse. That's why.
I mean, the little Mac of the verse.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess-
what
The Admirals are so tall.
I'm glad you got there, Brago.
I ain't gonna lie.
Took me a second.
I was thinking
There's also a
Legend
bunch
Mac,
of
I was like,
information
what?
about
No, Driss. I agree, but it's like we saw like with Hadruden, like that doesn't even matter anyway. So like, why even continue that whole trope? And like
All right,
with
that's
Doflamingo
the-
and like the admirals, they're already like towering over like everyone.
I
Like,
swear, Luffy.
Like a lot of the shonen people are tall. Jinbei's like 9 feet tall, like 9'10" or something.
Like the tallest
Lu-
people is just Jinbei
Brooke's
and
11
Brook.
feet, right?
Jinbei and
Brooke
Brook.
is
Brook is super tall as
Super
well.
tall.
Luffy
Yeah,
seemed
Brago,
taller
look at
Those are the
Timing.
only two.
Brago,
Yeah.
look at the link real quick.
Is it on
Look how
Twitter?
tall Smoothie is in comparison to
It's on-
Katakuri. Well, they're kind of tall, but
It's in the Hangout or
Smoothie is-
Twitter?
Yeah, it's on Hangouts.
All right, let me see.
Damn, some of these women just be too fine, bro. It's
I know,
ridiculous.
right? What we talking about?
Hey, you wildin'.
You talking about Smoothie?
No, I'm talking about women. Real women, nigga.
That sounds like.
I'm like, what? All right, Dustin.
I don't know,
You-
this man without the Wendy's and shit today.
But it looks like Katakuri.
Oh yeah, she was fine too.
Way taller.
Oh,
my God.
whoa.
It looks like she's taller than him.
She's
Oh,
taller,
wow.
bro.
Who said
taller.
that? She's way taller than him.
No,
obviously.
It was a different panel where it's like when it was like the hype panel when they were like
Yeah.
running after the straw hats.
Bro,
it looked like
Kat
Cat.
is 16, bro. She 20.
Katakuri was the
Brago, and that one that you're talking about, Smoothie was in the back.
Yeah,
She
that's what
was-
I'm saying.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
probably like
If
this. Okay.
Katakuri's 16 feet tall, bro. She like 25.
Oh
feet
my
tall.
She's
gosh,
tall, bro.
she is
No.
tall as
Hey,
hell.
that's a big
Wait,
chick.
hold up. I gotta ask an important
I
question.
think I'm more in love with her
Steve,
now.
would you still
I'm
smash?
telling you, Brago, she may. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I ain't
Like
smashing no mouth.
her sword looks like as tall as Katakuri.
I can't wait to see how she fights. It's gonna be crazy. Her
Well, who's
fruits
gonna
are
fight that?
She
wild.
gonna cry.
Yeah,
and
I got a theory on her, but yeah, I'll leave that for a video.
Hey.
Hey, Pharaoh, you got that theory, Pharaoh.
Okay, so that's my question to y'all. Do y'all think we're gonna get to see her fight before this arc is over with?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
got
not in a serious
Yeah,
fight.
Coconut
Not
Island.
serious.
catching the L.
And then if she's fighting, who is she fighting?
Don't know, but she catching the L.
Her sister.
Sanji?
I know the most prominent idea is that the Vinsmokes all team up against her. That's from what I've seen on forums. That everyone wants the Vinsmokes to like 4v1 her.
But I
The
don't
Vince
think
Smokes
they
and
can
Sanji.
do- I don't
I'm
think-
not Sanji. I haven't heard anything about Sanji. I've seen some people wanting Sanji to fight her, but I just don't think that's gonna happen.
No, I don't think so.
Hey, Drizz, important question, Drizz.
What's up, bro?
When Luffy beats Katakuri, how the rest of this arc is going?
Oh, how do I see the rest of the arc going?
If Luffy when Luffy beats Katakuri.
Well, I guess it depends on the condition Luffy's in after the
Brago,
fight.
I'm asking Drizz, nigga.
I didn't say anything. I'm just like I don't know, nigga. This shit ain't done yet, bro. It's not over, bro. It's not done, bro. Let's let it play out, yo. Let's let it play out. But nah, Dritz, what do you think? How do you see this
I guess
arc
that all
end?
depends. Like, if you want to argue, because I know you're coming from the perspective of him wanting to defeat Big Mom. I guess it depends on how healthy Luffy is after the fight. If Luffy's in the condition that he was after
Not
he
healthy.
beat Lucci, then like it's literally no way.
But
for
Oda's
me-
giving him 10 hours though.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I think there's like too much other things that I think are gonna happen for that to happen. I don't know.
Do you think Luffy's beating Katakuri though?
I do think
Yeah.
Luffy's going to beat Katakuri, but it's going to be like extremely high diff because
Yeah,
like
I agree.
originally I'm like 51-49, like I'm like how I think it's going to go. 51 Luffy, 49 Katakuri, because like I can see the plot advancing in either perspective. I don't think it really matters.
Nah, I can't see it advancing with Katakuri.
Yeah, it can't, cause Luffy already saw his face. That's it.
Telling you, Luffy getting bodied next chapter.
Nah.
I can't wait to see what
Luffy
happens. It would be great if the chapter dropped right now.
He might.
That'd be perfect, right?
That'd be lit.
That'd be awesome. Because
The
if
last
they
2 weeks, the chapter actually dropped around this time.
it
but,
dropped around this time, that's what I'm saying. Like it'd be great if it
the
dropped
information
right
I got
now.
from Scotch Informer, the spoilers and the chapter are coming out today.
Oh shit! Yes.
That's what I've heard. But you know, it's been fairly reliable. But Yonko Productions has not said anything. So
I think Yonko's still shook from reading the spoilers.
Yeah, like I even asked myself, Yonko didn't say anything, but like there are these spoilers that have been up for like 18 hours, and that's a really long time. Those are the only spoilers. I'm not gonna say anything, obviously, but like those are the only spoilers people have to go on, and like no one said that they aren't true, and even Scott just said that they were true.
I don't like
Somebody
these
said
fighting
chapter
releases,
down.
man.
Stop trolling. I hate when niggas do that.
Yeah, but like it's really weird because like what happens in it is like it's really weird. So I don't know.
But I heard we're getting like a full fight.
That is
like,
well, according to the
again.
spoilers, no.
Really, you're
Basically goes back to
spoilers out?
what
Y'all
the other
niggas
chapters
is
are like.
calling the shit out of this right now.
Yeah, like
I was like, no.
I'm
We don't
tired
know
of
what
saying
it is, bro.
I'm tired of having to say
That's
spoilers.
just rumors.
Yeah, but what if it's true?
What if it's not true?
Wait,
You
Pharaoh,
I'm
you
not
saying
gonna tell you what
rumors?
it is because
Pharaoh,
it's
you
really
saying rumors
embarrassing.
like it's not based off of panels? Like what?
Tainting perceptions before we read the chapter.
No, we don't know. We didn't fact check.
We don't. Yeah.
It could be true.
Fake news out here, yo.
But you know, you go into it with like some mystery.
I'm not
You
gonna
know?
tell you unless you really want me to, but like I feel like that kind of ruins.
I would be pissed if we get a whole cake chapter then a break, bro. I'd be so pissed.
I just realized I was muted.
I'm
This
gonna come back and
I saw you was muted, and I was like, what's
I
wrong?
thought you was
I said, where
chilling,
my boy
bro.
Steve-O at?
I thought you was chilling.
Man, I don't know what happened,
Yeah,
bro. I muted my mic for some reason, bro.
After
That
dark.
blew
real
your
quick.
ear.
I hope you ain't been talking the whole time.
I
Like,
was
why these
talking.
niggas
I'm like,
ignoring me?
click this link that I just posted, bro. Like this shows them standing straight up. It's not one nigga leaning over. I don't even know why you post that, Pharaoh. No offense.
Nah, that's reasonable. What do
You have to post them standing straight up next to each other, like I did. And
We're-
categories taller than
Obviously, something wrong with this one, though.
He said like I did.
Steve was like, "Give my props." Hold on, let me see this one.
It doesn't make any sense because in that other
Katakuri was bending over, bro. He was trying to pick
Oh,
up his leg.
Oda just fucking up. Bro.
This is weird. What is this?
Oda
Bro,
fucking
Oda
up.
don't know what he doing. Oda's just drawing.
He don't know
films.
the skills,
Oda's over here like, yo, why are y'all?
Why y'all so pressed?
Tall people.
Yeah, he was like,
Why y'all so
he was like,
pressed?
yo,
What their height is? Like,
He's like, bro,
He's
I'm
like,
just over here drawing manga.
hockey,
Fact checking out here.
and
But
y'all
no-
out here worried about heights.
you're right. But Katakuri looks like he's slightly behind Smoothie, I guess, in the one Pharaoh sent.
You just gotta watch the anime, bro. Just watch the anime.
Are we
Yeah,
anime?
Bro,
the
they
anime
sleeping in
versus
real
the
Katakuri is
okay,
not
Okay,
behind
then
Smoothie.
no, everybody. Okay, so if you're saying go to the anime, why don't we just go and look at the intro? Because we see them standing next to each other in the intro, don't we?
Well,
They're-
would
they-
say
bro,
don't
That's
use
Toei
colors.
Animations. What are you talking?
In the intro,
Toei
they're like the
colors
same
all
height.
the
It
time.
seems like in intro, it seems like they're like around the same height.
Bro, but she taller than him, fam.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
makes
know.
more sense, considering she's
The
a
one that
tall
Steve-O
woman.
sent, that's like with them standing straight up next to each other, bro. I don't know.
Can we
That.
really trust Steve-O? Let's think
I
about
mean,
it.
you think he altered? You think he altered the panel?
Nigga, what you
Trust
mean?
Oda though?
Nah, I can't trust them panels, man, because one says something that the other says. I mean, that other doesn't say at all. It's confusing.
I can't trust Steve-O. He give candy to kids.
Hold on, let me.
Well, it's Halloween. What you mean?
What no Halloween year round.
They said show us
Come
the
on, that was a
picture.
one-time thing.
Oh,
That's free candy. What
wait,
you
let me show you guys a picture. My
Hey,
bad.
look.
Let me show you guys a picture. Like niggas like, show us the picture. All right, hold up. Let me show you guys a picture.
Oh yeah, we are live, so I guess.
Yo, Brago, did you see like? Did you get the information? Those two other things in the SBS about Shanks.
What else?
No, what was it?
I can read it out for you if you want.
Yeah, what was
Yeah.
it?
All right, so this is a translation from someone who's like a translator on Oro Jackson, and so it basically has to deal with like the cover picture that had like Shanks, Roger, Buggy, and Rayleigh like at the like 10 chapters ago when they were playing cards.
With the alligator.
Yeah. So like Shanks is holding a set of cards, and the cards form a 4 lights Shiko hand, which is a play on his future title of being a Yonko. So basically, that's what that meant. Like that's what the cover page meant. Like a lot of people are wondering what that did. And a fan also asked why Shanks is laughing with Ace and Sabo on the popularity poll color spread. And this is what Oda had them saying. Ace says, "Master Red here, thanks a ton for," and then like he pauses and he says, "Thank you very much for taking care of our brother over and over again." And Sabo says, "My name is Sabo, nice to meet you. I'm also Luffy's brother. And I give you my thanks. Thank you very much. From here on out, let's." And then Shanks says, "Ha ha ha! Stop it, you two. I get it already, so come over here and have a drink." Basically what you would imagine would happen. But the important thing is that Ace was thanking Shanks using the ingredients that Makino taught him. Like that was the other two parts about Shanks in the SBS. There's also a bunch of other stuff as well.
Yo, Brago, I'm gonna hop off, bro. Thanks for having me.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming through,
Hey,
man.
bro.
Before you leave, is your name Calendar?
This
Calendar.
Nah, bro.
Hey, thanks for coming through, man. We appreciate you.
they said that's a bad angle. The chat is saying that's a bad angle. Cat is bending down.
Yeah, but you. Oh.
Show them the one that I posted since it's
He
better.
bending
Yeah.
down too, though. Smoothie kind
Yeah,
of
Smoothie bending down too. So what are you talking about?
She had her hand on her knee barely, and she was.
What y'all don't know, Smoothie's on her knees.
That's still
so
a
she
big-
just-
Her knees has a bruise.
Difference.
She got her. She got.
Let
her
me show the
knees
one
when
that
she was
Steve-O
like,
had though. The one that Steve-O had there straight up and
And
You can still tell she's taller in that picture. though.
yeah, you can
Bro,
tell.
let's
Like,
just say they both
Really?
tall, bro.
she's not even
Just move
standing
on.
straight. She's bending her knees, bro.
They both
what?
big, bro.
Wait, in which one?
The second one.
The second one, she's bending her knees.
Wait, which one are you talking about? Bro?
The one Pharaoh sent.
The one I sent. The one I sent.
Oh, but I'm saying the one Steve-O sent. Like they're standing straight up.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense because
he's,
Smoothie is supposed to be taller.
he's like that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, man. But it's like
Oda fucking up the skills, yo.
Bro, Oda be drinking while he be drawing.
Wait, I think someone posted a panel of Big Mom.
yeah,
She's, like, huge in one panel, and like in the other panel, she was like almost the same height as Judge.
yeah. They're saying like
Oh, wait. He's taller than her?
We
No,
know,
no. Big Mom's taller than Judge.
No, I'm talking about
we
Katakuri.
know Oda's side scaling is messed up. We know that.
Because Katakuri looks taller in that picture.
that's
Yeah, I don't see
right,
why he
right.
messed it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
in this clear depiction with them standing right next to each other, and it's not like it's one of those zoomed out where he basically drawing stick figures. This is very detailed.
But why is
I don't see
yours?
why he would mess it up in this particular
But
panel.
why is yours any more credible than the other one? You know what I'm
Because
saying?
Because they're standing
next to
straight
each other.
up, right next to each
No,
other.
what?
Wait, we can't. What are they standing on though? That's
From a
what
straightforward
Katakuri's on a rock.
I'm not gonna
Probably on
lie.
a rock, bro. We
That's-
don't know.
Come on, bro. If you got to do all that, you're reaching too hard.
Yeah,
No,
they're
what's
standing side by
reaching?
side, bro.
No,
They're saying
hold
this
on,
one
hold
she's
on, yo.
standing way back.
Hold up, stop.
I know.
So one, they're all standing up straight, right, and they're the same height. The other one, you have both.
It looks like she's
characters
behind
bending
him,
down
though.
slightly,
From
Yeah,
a,
but he's been
and one is
from a
and one is
different- from a
completely
different
taller.
angle.
And it looks
One
like
is like
Smoothie
6
is kind of
taller than the
behind
other.
too.
from a different angle.
bending down more, though.
Don't forget to mention that it was a totally different angle,
But
man.
do you see how much taller she looks?
She's
Bro,
she's
that
not
other
past
one?
the
Huge.
fucking the borders, bro. She's almost passing.
But the
borders.
thing is with Katakuri, his torso
His
is
torso is longer.
longer than Smoothie's.
Yeah, okay.
So when he stands up, it may, you know what I'm saying?
It'll make up for that
It'll
difference.
make up for that difference. Her legs are longer.
70% of it, you know.
And it look like he got both his knees bent.
Nah, it's just
Well, there's
one.
one.
y'all
Y'all-
Literally, neither one of these has more credibility than the other one.
Bro, I'm
How
gonna say.
how does the one I
let's
posted
just
not
say
have
they're
more
the same height,
credibility if
though,
it's
'cause-
straightforward?
He's a little the same height.
Why
Yeah.
does,
Standing
why,
straight
does
up.
why does this even matter?
It doesn't
That's
matter.
all-
It doesn't matter.
It-
You know what we do here, Dustin. We talk about shit that doesn't matter. Like we're about to talk about Oda drawing the admirals as females. Hot or not?
It was,
Hot or not?
Hey, no, on the real though, Fujitora looked like Roseanne or Roxanne, whichever one it is.
Roseanne.
There it is.
I'm pretty sure you.
It looks
Yeah,
like
Fuji-
Roseanne
I
with some
think-
scars on the face.
Honestly, I think I'm more going towards Fujitora than Kizaru. Kizaru just looks like a dude with pigtails.
Yeah, I kind of want Art Smash.
Come on.
For
I
real,
have a
bro.
rough translation for what they're saying for everyone except for Kizaru.
What they say?
So this is like someone who follows me on Twitter said this and they know how to speak it. And Aokiji is saying ice nails, which is like a pun, nice nails.
Right.
Kainu is saying in a manner it's
That's
anti-aging.
kawaii. What does
And
it say?
then Fujitora is saying I will never forget you.
what's up?
Nigga, what?
Fujitora saying I will never forget you.
Yeah.
And what is Akainu saying?
He says that he doesn't really know Kizaru as it's like messed up. Like you can't
What
like,
Akainu
tell
say?
what
No, Akainu.
Yeah. Oh, Akainu's is in a manner it's anti-aging.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what the person said.
What?
I don't like this SBS.
Is Akainu immortal? Anyway, I don't know.
Strongest admiral, yo.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell Oda did with Kizaru.
Anti-aging.
I think
That
it's a
look-
play on the fact that he's so against piracy, you know, so anti-aging would be his thing if he was a
I
female.
think they're talking about like creams, bro.
I feel like it's
Are you
kind of
sure?
I kind of think like a lot of women look younger.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, something like that.
I,
You know?
like kind of like, well, this makes you look younger now.
The ice snails. That's
Yeah,
cool.
what's up with that?
That's cool.
It's a pun on nice nails.
On nice nails. Yeah, that's cool. That's
Yo,
cool.
but it could have some practical use too, though.
Like what?
Like what?
Like
Nah,
ice
he-
claws. What
He
you
about to theorize that.
Yeah,
Aokiji
Aokiji about to
ice
have
nails?
ice nails.
Ice-
Ice time.
Probably
No.
does though.
Even in
He just
manga,
be shanking
women don't
niggas
make
with
those
his
things,
nails.
bro.
How you
That's what I
think
got
you
from
can have a Kaino the scar, bro?
Ice.
They said they can't see Kizaru.
Kizaru, you don't want to see Kizaru.
You don't want to see Kizaru, to be honest. Like Kizaru looks like a straight up.
Basically looks the same.
He look like Smokey in female form.
All right.
Oh shit.
It's over. Nobody else.
That's what you watching.
Oh,
Dustin, you good?
I mean, that was a very special moment you shared with the entire world, with your fans. How did that moment feel?
It felt amazing.
It was packed up, man. The crowd going crazy.
Wow.
There's a lot of support. It wasn't no hate.
Oh, not
Who
even
was
a
that?
little bit. I mean, everybody was super. I mean, I felt like I was there in the moment. All I was doing was watching the video. Oh, y'all gotta go? Well, they gotta go. We got a jet to catch. Amigos, y'all.
Oh, he's just watching a video of Migos.
Copyright.
disrespectful.
You good, bro?
That's it.
Oh, y'all can hear that shit?
You
My
good,
bad.
bro?
Yeah.
Get that copyright, bro.
I put my headphones down. I thought y'all couldn't hear that shit.
But I was like, I don't know who
We
get
heard it
interviewed,
very
but
clearly.
they sound like
Silent
some
for a
Negro.
Yeah, we heard that very clearly. My bad.
very clearly.
My bad. Damn, my bad, Steve-O. I'm sorry, man.
It's like it was like Migos. All right, y'all. Like, why is she talking like that? First off, all right, y'all.
Niggas keep dipping out on the videos, quit the interviews, quit. The niggas need to stop just doing interviews, bro. They need to stop doing it.
They about
They
to
just-
get on the
I was
jet,
watching the Migos
guys.
interview where they left your phone.
Yeah, the Migos. I mean, they're just
Not
not
your phone?
an
Wait,
interesting.
Fru, do you
interview.
know? I said Fru. Pharaoh, do
Fru
you know
on
the
the brain?
Migos?
Huh?
Do you know? Don't even start, Brago. Do you know the Migos, Pharaoh?
You stupid, bro.
That is fucking stupid, bro. Like, come on, my nigga.
Stop with you at the rest of the
Bruh.
episode.
I wasn't
You laughing at that.
I'm lagged out for like 10
Bro.
seconds.
Hey, the guy is wild on a new level, bro.
Yo, I
You know,
posted
you know,
Kizaru, guys. You guys should see. There's a Kizaru looks the same. Yeah, it looks like just like a dude.
Bro, do you want me to read the
Pretty
rest of the SBS? Before we know?
Yeah, what's the rest of it?
All right, so like on the forums, we were debating like the names of like the towns where Katakuri Daifuku and Oven come from,
Mm-hmm.
and like rough translation is that like he's the minister of flour in Wheat Island, which is like translated to say weak flour town, and like there's also like a puns where it actually has like little Mugi, like Mugiwara, like it's a weird pun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like people are like debating that, and Daifuku is minister of beans in Munch Island, which is like, what the hell does that even mean?
Minister.
Munch Island. And
That
Oven
sounds
is
pretty-
Minister of Browned Food in Baked Desert Island. Like, those are like rough translations.
Yeah.
I get the
Soul
brown
food,
food
I'll tell you.
and
He said he cooks soul food.
brown food, but
Hey,
the
I'm
thing,
going with oven, dog.
yeah, I'm rocking with Oven too, bro. But the thing is, what Oven, Daifuku, and Katakuri being triplets, and first of all, Katakuri being 48, that was surprising.
48. 48.
Wait, how old did you think he was?
I thought he was a bit younger.
He look like he about his like early 30s, like high 20s.
I thought he was
Well,
around.
like,
48, that's
Well,
Yeah,
considering
yeah.
the ages that we've seen, I thought he was gonna be around like 40.
I thought it was Doflamingo and like Shanks and those guys like
Well,
40.
a lot of people actually thought he was actually gonna be this age because they knew that Parasparrow was really old and that he was like around his age.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh
was.
yeah, that
thinking.
is right. I
Wait, how
forgot.
old
Yeah,
is
like
Dofi?
50.
Dofi's
Dofi's
39. After the
Like,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, see, that's how
41.
old I thought Katakuri was gonna be.
I
Yeah,
thought
that's what I-
Katakuri
like-
could have been anywhere in between 40 and 50.
Yeah, I thought like.
Well,
I guess I didn't
that's-
think about it. Yeah, 48.
I understand why they be mad about the orchard because you got Luffy. Like Luffy's what 19?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you got this 19-year-old nigga squatting with these 40-year-olds.
Giving him that.
Yeah, that's what's been happening, bro.
Eat these niggas' asses, bro.
So if they're triplets, so Katakuri was the one to get fangs.
So okay, if that triplets,
Dark
like,
side.
Why didn't what's the name mention? Like, so they was all born and he was the only one that stood up and got in the chair.
Because one of them was in the oven.
He's like, I don't know them niggas.
He's like, they are my brothers.
Yeah, because one of them was already in the oven, and the other one, you know.
Shit is fresh out the oven.
That's crazy though. Like,
I'm out, y'all.
Not that way.
yo, all right, Trent, thanks for coming through, bro.
All right, yeah, thanks for letting me come through. Peace.
Thanks for coming through.
I'm looking at Daifuku. Daifuku.
Brago appreciates it.
I do.
I've heard some people say that like if they compare with their like physical features, they actually kind of look alike. But I don't know. I might look at them.
Does he, Steve?
Yeah.
How you know?
He told.
No, this nigga got so aggressive with that shit.
Brago appreciates it. Hold up. I'm looking at Daifuku now. I mean, I guess he kind of looks like Katakuri, but he looks like so much older.
They got the same eyes.
They got the same eyes. Same eyes.
Yeah, he looks so much older than Katakuri.
He actually.
But what's up with the dog tooth thing? Though?
Well, we know for a fact that
There's like a multiple ways to, like, to explain like the dog teeth thing.
I mean, he could have been born defected and shit.
Yeah, like if you guys ever heard of like a Punnett square, like whenever you like especially with like children.
Yeah.
There's like dominant and recessive genes, so like it could have been that like the two sons got like dominant genes and Katakuri got recessive genes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
like
found
Oda just could have been like, boom, he's different. I don't care.
Yeah, well, I found like the lore behind like his like look and stuff because I don't know if you ever heard of the dog tooth tuna fish. It's like an actual fish apparently in Australia that has like the same like the fangs and stuff like the teeth of it.
I saw Alpha made a video about that.
Yeah, Alpha made a theory. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alpha too late.
Chatty had this awesome thought that his father could be Nekomamushi, and when he started explaining it, I was like, "Damn, bro!"
A lot of people saying.
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
The craziest theories, Steve.
I've been seeing that. I don't think so, but
I said that was Chatty's theory.
yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm saying like you be talking to people and they be bringing up the craziest theories.
I mean, it made a lot of sense when he explained it, bro.
How do you explain it?
He was like, they both got tridents, right? They both use tridents. He got the teeth like Nekomamushi. He came out the womb. He came out the womb. Look. He came out the womb walking like they explained the mink babies. They come out the womb as warriors, right?
Snap.
And then look. How did the feud between Nekomamushi and Inuarashi start? We don't really know, but this could be.
It's over, Big Mom.
Look at Katakuri. Look at Katakuri.
They was trying to figure out who they was gonna smash.
He got the tattoo that's like stripes or whatever, right? And that signifies with Inuarashi, like his swag. He got stripes in his outfit, and he also got the spurs. He got the spurs. He got the spurs on his feet, just like Katakuri.
How old is Nekomamushi though?
He took after Inuarashi.
I think they're in like their 60s now, maybe.
Do you think
50s and 60s? They should be in their 50s and 60s at least. If they was rolling with Whitebeard and Roger and them, at least 50s and 60s.
Not if they were young.
They were kids when
they were young though.
No, why would they be kids if they were protecting Odin? Think about that. They can't be Odin's age protecting Odin.
Yeah, they couldn't have been children.
But the point is, they would have to be like at least like 18 years older.
Like however old Wanda is, they would probably have to be around that age.
Yeah, because Pedro is like 40, 30 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are retainers like bodyguards? I don't think retainers are.
Pedro's like 28.
Really?
Retainers can be anything, I think.
Yeah.
Retainers can be like Kinemon, or a retainer could be like who else they had as a retainer?
Real quick.
So you think Big Mom lied about who his dad is?
Just a retainer.
I think Igaram is considered a retainer, isn't he?
Oh, it says Pedro is 32.
A retainer is just somebody that follows.
Does it say the age of the Inuarashi and Nekomamushi?
No, it just says like the they were born. Like,
I don't think it's ever been stated.
They said Steve with that long reaching. That's Chatty's theory that Steve was just telling us.
Yeah, but I feel like it made sense though, bro.
You know, you had me for a minute.
How is it a reach? How is it a reach?
I mean, both.
No, I don't.
You gotta explain how them niggas is strong. And now that we know they triplets, they daddy gotta be a beast.
Listen, man, Big Mom did not follow that.
Both Nekomamushi and Big Mom are like the same body type. So I mean,
I don't know, man. Big Mom.
I mean.
Well, here's the thing. Like that would also make him the father of Oven and Daifuku, and like he has cat teeth and like the whole dog tooth persona. Yeah. Around Katakuri is kind of conflicting.
So do you think Big Mom slept with both of them?
Just a mistranslation.
Yeah, I know. Manga stream sucks, but like it doesn't really look like the same teeth. There are definitely differences. This is like, I don't know. It's really debatable because like at the time when people thought Struzen was Katakuri's father, they were looking like, look, all these things look the same. But when you look at it closely, there are really things that you can find that are highly debatable. because you're seeing what you want to see.
Facts.
If you're looking for it, you're gonna find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like the most important thing from this is that Struzan probably isn't their father.
All right, Sancho
Yo,
in the comment section.
Reborn
Yeah.
Magus. Reborn Magus
actually-
just scared me, bro. I thought he said 884 is out. He said is 884 out. I'm like,
No,
nigga.
no.
Oh, that's what I saw too, bro.
I'm like, nigga.
I was like, yo, you trolling.
I'm
me.
like, stop.
The other thing I've seen said from this is that people think that Oven and Daifuku are going to be like super duper like Sweet Commander level strong because they're
brothers now.
age born same movement.
No.
I don't think the
Yeah,
triple
I don't
thing
see
changed
it that
much
way.
because we know they were right after Katakuri regardless. They number
Regardless.
3 and number 4. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like the triplet thing changes much. It just means that they all got the same daddy for sure. That's the only
Katakuri's
thing
is
that-
Yeah, like,
special.
People use that as like if you're part of the same bloodline, that means you're really really strong. Kind of like how
They were
like
already
Luffy,
part of the
Ace,
same
and
bloodline.
Sabo
But
are
that can be
considered really,
more.
really
That
strong,
can be
but-
further from the actual, because like you could have like 3 like triplets that they come out the same day. They've been raised the same
Yeah,
way
like,
or whatever.
I don't really think there's anything to like strongly argue, but I've seen that floating around the community as like people are like, oh man, when Sanji fights Oven and Daifuki, he'll be like defeating 2 Sweet Commanders.
That's ridiculous.
When people say things like, I mean, I don't see why it changes much.
Yeah, I don't think
It
it
changes
does.
a little bit, but I mean, not
Oddly
really
enough,
because
like this
they were already siblings to begin with. So just finding out that the triplets don't change nothing but the
Yeah, that don't change nothing for me, really.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, oddly enough, like we only found out because like a fan noticed that like whenever Daifuku and Katakuri were talking to each other, Daifuku referred to Katakuri without honorifics. So they're like, "What's that about?" And it was like, "Oh yeah, they're brothers. In fact, triplets." But like continuing on, like the SBS, Compote is being confirmed as the second child of Big Mom.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we
Katakuri
already
is
knew
the
that.
third.
No, we knew she was the first.
The oldest
We knew she was
daughter.
the first daughter, but not like
Yeah.
the
It ain't no telling when she was born. She could have
So
been.
she's
born
the
after
second
Titanfall.
child.
She's the second child of Big Mom. Cracker's the 10th son, but he was born before Brule.
Whoa, okay.
Before
Okay.
Brule?
Montdor is the 19th son. and
Wait,
he's
Brule
older
is-
than Smoothie.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, all right. So we getting somewhere. Oda finally, he's giving us.
Hold on. What's the last thing he said? I ain't hear it.
He said
Montdor is
Montdor
the
the
19th
19th.
son and is older than Smoothie, who was the 14th daughter.
She's older than Smoothie. Yeah, that's kind of that.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, it's like age doesn't matter as far as like strength. You just have like some special kids.
Yeah, there's like a big spectrum where it's not like, oh, the top
Yeah.
5 are the strongest.
Yeah. That's
when
cool.
you have 1,000 kids, somebody got to be special out of it.
Does this mean?
Yeah,
Does this
damn, dude.
explain? Does this explain like Smoothie's like ditziness? Like how like I don't know. This is like it's like she's.
But she's a woman.
No,
Well, yeah.
it doesn't.
I
explain
feel
Yeah.
like
no
Rich
information
said
for
just
this,
then
bro.
just hit it on the nail, man.
I know, no.
There's
She's
no
young.
explanation for
Like
what
she's
this
younger
is.
than a lot of them. I don't know. I don't. I don't know.
Are you
They all have
insinuating
quirks.
that
All the
Big
commanders
Mom
have some
is
type
having
of
sex
quirk.
with her kids?
Stop
Oh,
it.
come on.
Anyways, what age is I mean, what number daughter is Brule?
Didn't they do that in Egypt?
Let me go back to read it.
She's like 8.
Brule
I
is
think
the
she's like
8th
the
daughter.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cracker the 10th son.
Brule look old as hell. She look at the eldest. To be
That's
honest.
because bro, we talked about. I mean, she already explained that. Come on.
Cracker's older than Brule.
Cut her some slack, man.
Where does
Cracker
she?
looks like he's in his 20s.
Why does
actually.
Cracker looked a
why
lot
does-
younger than Brule.
Why does, I was saying, why does
Fucked up.
Brule look like she's like 50?
Because she was dropped. She got like some boiling water got on her or something like that.
Well,
Yeah,
she's
I think
supposed
Big
to
Mom
play like
messed
the
her up or
old
something.
witch.
Where you get that from?
She
Jay?
got hit with that kazam.
She said that in her introduction. She
I
said
don't
she
remember
used to
that.
look beautiful, but then she got like some boiling water.
I
thrown
don't think it
on
was.
her.
No, she got boiling water put on her by Carrot in the mirror world, but she
Nah,
never
that's
actually
not
said
what I'm
how
talking
she got
about,
hurt.
man.
She has that
Yeah.
huge scar on her face. She's like, it reminds me of this, you know. So look at my huge scar. Isn't that nasty? That's what she said.
I think
whenever
her
she
face
first
looked
met
nasty
me.
before the scar. Like,
She thinking that's the reason.
Y'all not remember when she
The
said
first
that?
daughter of Big Mom is Compote. For Mr.
Yo, wow.
Starshot in the comment section.
Yeah, I
think
don't
it
remember
would've
that
been
at
more
all.
Interesting if they would have named out the fathers.
So,
Um,
like, as far as like the age, like
Giving us one. If they're giving us like one dad would have been cool.
At least it'd be like,
I mean, we know what's his name? Fucking
Pound.
Not Pound.
Pound?
Like one dad of like the eldest kids.
or at least
You
like
think there
Katakuri's
might be
dad or
like a
something.
husband that we know, that we might know?
Nobody husbands besides
I mean, it doesn't have to be somebody we know, but we could tie it back. Like, what if it's like a D or something? You know,
Yeah.
that would like really.
He's not gonna say
Yeah.
that at SBS though.
I don't
Bro.
know. I feel like the way they're setting this up with Katakuri and them, they're probably gonna do some like sad, tragic backstory shit. But like, I don't know. I guess like the way they were raised and stuff growing up, and then that's gonna tie to like Luffy and his like relationship with like Ace and Sabo.
I'm gonna think that like they had to grow up quickly, the older kids, because of like Big Mom and how she was. Like they were forced to grow up quickly.
And then like Katakuri can like reiterate and say like, you know, I'm doing this to protect my brothers, and Luffy's like, well, I kind of can relate to that to an extent.
I saw something. I think
Well,
Drix tweeted this, where Luffy punched Katakuri and broke his teeth, and then he hugged him. It's like, thank you.
That happens. Drop in One Piece.
I think I would too, bro.
Say that, but I don't.
Well, like as far as the age is concerned, like there's like it's like a minute detail, but people were confused from the last SBS where Oda said that Big Mom had been giving birth consecutively for 42 years. So like people were like, how does that make sense with them being triplets and being 48 years old? So basically what it means is that whenever Big Mom was like 26, she started having kids every single year then. But 6 years before that, when she was 20, she had Zuko, and before that, she had Parasparrow and Compote.
So Big Mom been like sex.
Yo, she be
running. 28, Big Mom though, bro.
Hey man.
I mean, yeah, but like
when she was giving kids like
at 20 years old.
I think
top
this
at 20.
nigga tall, it don't matter, bro. All that means is I'm diving in.
I think this says a lot about Big Mom. Like she has an amazing body right now for having like so many kids.
Yeah, but then if you look at her jaw when she's like 48, bro, like it went through some work.
Oh gosh, what you trying to say?
What are you trying to say?
Explain that one.
I don't know.
That work, man.
I don't know if it's punched, Dritz. I don't know if it's punched.
There's also some more stuff from the SBS. There's some stuff about Sanji and then Kid and Killer.
What did it say?
Oh yeah, I saw the Kid and Killer.
What did it say about
The
Sanji?
thing is that all the Vincent's hair colors show that their genes have been changed. And Sanji's hair color is the same as his parents, showing there's been no genetic modification on him whatsoever.
So he was the control?
I kind of knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing.
Like, you know, Sanji's gonna get exoskeleton.
Yeah.
Or whatever. People like
yeah.
that.
So the exoskeleton, like, that's not happening.
I never thought about the. I never thought he was gonna get the exoskeleton, but I did.
Yeah, I didn't think either, but a lot of people were like, Sanji's got to get a raid suit. He's got to get an exoskeleton.
I did think.
What if?
I did think he had the I did think he had the modifications though,
because you know that's kind of what like a lot of people went back for as far as Diablo Jambe, as far as like the trigger or the catalyst. Because I feel like for every Straw Hat, like or at least the monster trio, for them to have those special powers, you need a catalyst, and then they kind of build off that, like Zoro with his swords, Luffy with his Devil Fruit, and then Sanji with his modification. But with this, it's like I don't know.
I feel like they were a success because the doctor, the scientist guy, judge assistant, he basically said they were a success. It just wasn't showing up physically. Like on paper, everything changed correctly, but it just wasn't showing up. I guess.
Sanji
wasn't demonstrating it the same way that his siblings were.
He was a runt.
I feel like it's more fair now for him to fit in the monster trio like this, because that means he's just like Zoro now. Like he got to that level without any help. He's still superhuman.
Yeah, that's the reason I like it though, because people are like, Sanji wants to get like a raid suit exoskeleton. I feel like it kind of defeats the point in the entire arc where Sanji's different from his family. It's like you got to be exactly like your family to be as strong as your family. I don't like that. I feel like thematically it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think people just wanted power-ups for Sanji. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. So the Kid and Killer thing is, I'm not sure what the question was, but like the answer was that Kid and Killer both hate curry due to eating it with their first love and had the shit beaten out of them and were rejected after laughing when her whole body turned brown. Udon. This is an old memory from the time when they were young.
So they've known each other since. So they've known each other for a while then.
Yeah.
You know what? I had a whole theory that the fact like that Kid kind of named Killer, like Killer was like homeless and then they met each other and then he was like, "What do you like to do? I like to kill," and then that's how we named him. That's my whole thing.
Nobody that theory, bro. Come on.
I had that theory 2 years ago.
I feel like I heard him say that before.
I don't think I've ever said that.
Oh, so everybody else got the
Steve will make up shit.
I'm saying like
I don't know. Maybe I have. Maybe I have.
I remember someone saying it.
Maybe I have.
Man.
It sure wasn't Brago.
I mean,
that was special.
Maybe I have. I don't know.
There are two other things that haven't been translated yet, but like the general topic is there was a fan talking about like how much they like pudding, and the other one was something perverted about smoothie.
Oh my!
That's what we need to be translated. How did not go translate the most important thing?
There's also one thing questioning about like when Nami was changing clothes, like when she was freed by Jinbei, door whenever you beat Opera.
Yeah.
There's also a question about like her changing outfits or something, but it hasn't been translated yet. I'm assuming it's also perverted.
Yeah, she's probably naked the whole time.
Probably something like, well, Nami doesn't feel like anything from like changing in front of them or whatever. Probably something along those lines.
You know, the thing is with the
like,
modifications, the modification of Sanji, yeah, you know, I get what you're saying as far as like Sanji being just like his brothers to be stronger, but I feel like that would be cool as far as like another step for him, like, and then it would kind of make sense without Oda giving him like a BS power up, because I feel like with Luffy this arc, if he gets another form or another gear or whatever, then he's taking like more steps further as far as strength wise than like Sanji. I don't know, but the thing is,
I hear that. I just think it ruins his prestige, bro. Like he's already like a cool character, and it's just like I think giving him like a raid suit or something like that would make him like corny.
No, definitely not a raid suit. Definitely not a raid suit. Not
but
a
just
raid
like
suit.
some type of power up based off like the genetic makeup. Or
Yeah,
something
this
like
is genetic makeup. Where it's like it's easier for him to kind of evolve, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that, like, I could see that, but I wouldn't like it as much as him just coming up with powers like he used to. Like, Diablo Jamble was pretty much a BS power up, but it happened, and that's, like, amazing. Like, everything Zoro does is pretty much a BS power up. It hasn't been explained at all.
Listen, so y'all heard it here first. I'm about to spoil it. So Sanji gets a power up, his whole body gets covered in fire, and he start throwing them hands. It was like, oh yeah, you were watching my feet at first.
Nah, I don't. Anyway, you know, I feel like if Sanji's gonna use his hands, it'd have been against Big Mom's family, against
What if
food.
he against like Big or something?
Yeah, but I don't know if Sanji uses his hands at all. I think that's like.
Would that be crazy if we have like another time skip and then he's like, oh no, I kickbox now, bitch.
Another time skip. You haven't seen his recipes and shit. We get another time skip. I don't know. I just listen. But even going back and looking at it, like it's been clear that Luffy has been stronger than those two, Zoro and Sanji, like this whole time.
I have a question. So, and this is probably gonna like roll some heads, but like, like.
Go on.
Based off the story, like, can we say that Zoro is stronger than Sanji?
Yes. Yeah, that's obvious.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
No, we can't.
It always got to be juice.
Because the thing is, even versus Arlong, right? Even when Zoro and Sanji went against Arlong, like at that point they kind of made a point to show that Zoro was like, okay, he's still hurt from like the Mihawk thing.
Yeah.
And then like Sanji, he was, supposedly fine, but he was on the ground as well with Zoro. So they're going out of their way to show that Zoro is stronger than Sanji. If Sanji's on his level, it's like because something is wrong with Zoro.
Yeah, I was like, don't get me wrong, like I think Sanji is like a strong contender, and he's up there with Zoro, but
they're close. They're close.
Yeah, but like Zoro,
but Zoro's
I don't
stronger.
know. People always argue that like Sanji is just as strong as Zoro, and I just be like, nah.
They're on the same level.
They're on the same tier, but like
Zoro is stronger. I mean, it's clear.
I just wanted to see where everybody was at with that.
I feel like everybody feels that way as far as like Zoro being stronger.
People who don't are usually like extremists. I feel like.
Yeah.
We're like, you like a character so much that you can't admit any faults.
Yeah.
And King of Lightning says like.
King of Lightning had a bunch of like
King
theories.
King of Lightning talked like he was on the stream like a while ago. He was talking for like 2.5 hours about how they have to be equal. And I was like,
they don't have to.
No, they
First
don't.
off, Luffy doesn't have 2 vice captains. Like he has 1 vice captain.
Yeah. I mean, it's
admitting he's a little bit weak. Just a little bit. Like
he's a little bit weaker.
Like, and people put like, well, they're rivals. Well, rivals aren't always equal in strength.
They're
in
not.
Fact, they rarely are.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're just like. I feel like people say that just to keep it going as far as Zoro versus Sanji because that's we judge them based on like their strength. When they're like for the most part, Sanji has like a bunch of other qualities that are, surpass Zoro's in my opinion. Okay. As far as like how important he is to the crew, and as far as him being a chef, and I feel like he's like a great strategist. So he kind of makes up for it that way. But Zoro's a fighter.
He's that nigga that's like at his mom's house. Your mom was like, "Did you apply for some jobs today?"
But you're always doing push-ups, right? Always doing push-ups.
Always hooping.
Always hooping. Like always out there,
It's one of the things that defines Zoro. Like Zoro was literally only there to fight.
Yes.
The only purpose.
Yeah, and that should speak volumes.
And to be like, a captain whenever Luffy's not there, basically.
They're saying Zoro's technically not the vice captain.
How
I
not?
mean, he was stated to be the vice captain by Rouge back in
Rouge and Bartolomeo.
And then he was the first mate. So like, why
So
would
we
he
supposed
be
to take a
vice
Rouge word? Rouge
I
don't
think
know
I
what
think
Rouge
you take the fanboy's word.
Wait,
I
can
think
get
out
a
of
quick
anybody.
recap. Do we think Zoro's stronger than Sanji for some reason?
We do.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
Overwhelming.
I think he's stronger. I think he's stronger.
Yes.
Not by a lot, but he is.
Yeah,
strong.
it's just like
Zoro is
yes,
stronger, but
it's not like-
Sanji,
it's not leaps and bounds.
right? Like Dennison said, Zoro is stronger. Sanji's more intelligent and more beneficial as far as like his importance. Like so, they're
Honestly, to
they're
me-
equal overall,
To
but as
me,
far as
I
strength,
agree
Zoro
on
has it.
To me, pre-time skip, it's they made it seem more equal than it does now. That's all I got.
yeah
to say.
pre-time skip.
I don't know, bro, because like go back to the
Pre-time
Kuma, go back to
yeah.
the Kuma thing, right?
What about it?
Yeah.
When Zoro went against Kuma, did all that, and then Sanji literally kicked him, and it was like,
Broke his leg.
you know, it's.
I mean, but Brago, that's like shonen tropes though, where they hit the guy in like a small, like he just get a small head and he
I
passes.
mean,
out.
Zoro, hey man.
Zoro's sword should have just revealed that he had like a metal body, not that he actually cut him.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure like Oda meant for Zoro to be the one to take it. You know.
But,
I mean,
but no. At the same time, what's gonna?
What about
Like,
the
you can-
Arlong
you
thing
can
though,
cut
where Sanji
metal-
wasn't as hurt as Zoro, but he was still like fodderized the same
Didn't
way
Zoro
Zoro
already
was.
learn how to cut metal by the time he got the thriller bark?
Yeah, like he should have been able. Well, he should have been able to cut steel, I guess, based off like number
if you
two
take
or
a
number
look at,
one or whatever
He
number.
could cut steel. He could cut steel, but I think Kuma. I think the modifications that they use is made from.
If you look at
I think it's made from Wapo.
Enies Lobby, right? Enies Lobby.
Wapo metal wasn't made
Sanji
until
got
after the
injured
time
before
skip,
he
I don't
fought,
think.
Jabra.
Oh, okay. Well, then
That's the thing. Sanji's always placed in these compromising positions and situations where it's like he's always fighting like behind the eight ball, and it's like, and Zoro's always in a position where it's like he has the hype moment, but it's always like, oh well, but Zoro's gone through this, so this is probably like why he's doing that. And it's kind of like Zoro's being protected, bro. Like Zoro's being safe. Like everything Zoro does, it's like pristine. Like 2 times. Steve-O even pointed out the second time that I forgot about. Like in Dressrosa, Zoro went against Fujitora and was fine.
True.
Twice. So like
he looked better against Fuji than Luffy did.
Yes.
Like
The first one was a little wash there, but the second part is
I wouldn't even say it's a wash, bro. He got from the gravity and then pushed
Sent it
Fuji
back.
back.
Yeah.
He pushed him back.
Fuji was like, "Oh shit."
going
Okay,
back, but
cool.
still.
Fuji was like, "Ah, this is a dangerous man."
He even said, this nigga's dangerous.
That's a dangerous man.
This nigga's dangerous. Like, come
That's
on, bro.
like that's if you compare it, right? Because Sanji went up to Dofi. Dofi's like, "Oh, you're strong." Fodderizes him. Then Zoro goes to Fuji. That's a dangerous man.
Admiral was like, "Oh yeah."
Don't remember that Sanji was strong though. You know, you gotta give him props there.
I mean, he said he was strong. You know,
That's
Dofi
like
said he was
Zara
strong.
saying he's scared though.
And also, Brago, the thing with Dofi is that he's so like, I don't know, he can catch you off guard. You know, if you don't know his abilities.
But
he, like,
the thing is with Dofi, he was like, I don't know if he was making fun of him, but he was like, "Oh, you're strong." I don't know if it's like, was it a true like?
He was making fun of him.
Man, like,
I don't think it was. I think it was like, it was more so like, hey, like, yeah, you got a little something, but you can't.
You're right. You know, no. Like you come on a basketball court, you knock down the shot. You can play ball. You can
But
play
like,
ball.
you can't. You
ain't ready.
You ain't hooping with us.
You ain't not.
Doflamingo?
What?
What?
Would Zoro defeat Doflamingo?
He's doing better than Sanji. He's doing better than Sanji.
No, he would do better than Sanji because he has the string fruit and Zoro has cutting abilities. That's why.
I mean, besides the point. He still does better.
No, because look, with Sanji, even with his flames, like we've seen Doflamingo use flames on his strings before, so it's not going to do that much, really. So it's like he's already at a disadvantage.
I feel like you can put Zoro and Sanji against anybody, and Zoro would do better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it depends.
Well, it depends on the matchup because like the way they're supposed to fight people against. I don't know. One Piece is a lot about matchups.
Who's somebody Sanji would do better against and Zoro would?
In the actual story, they would never ever fight like opponents that were made.
I think Sanji would do way better against Pika, but Zoro would do way better against Virgo. You know.
Well,
I agree. Sanji would find Pika a lot faster. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
I feel you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's funny part is like I always say that. Like I always say that because it's like Sanji's abilities.
You know, I say the same thing, but he would find him. But how would he deal with the hockey though?
Bro,
I mean, look at how.
why
Zoro
are people
fought right
underestimating how hard Sanji actually kicks, bro?
No, I'm not underestimating how hard
Well,
Sanji kicks.
to
It's
that
just
point,
that
you have to argue.
I said this earlier. I'm just not good at quantifying feats. Like I don't. I mean, I think
Well,
I see what
here's
Sanji
the
does.
thing,
He's
Steve,
like,
he got defeated
he
in
looks
one
like he's
attack.
strong enough to do it, but does he have any feats? Does he have any
here's the
feats to
thing,
compare
though.
to Zoro?
Steve, here's the thing,
he
though.
could-
That's the whenever Zoro went against Pika, that's whenever I think that's the first time we saw Zoro use Armin and
Armin and
Haki.
Haki, yeah.
Yeah,
that
it was the first time. It was the first
So
time.
who's to say that that wouldn't be the first time we see Sanji use like definitely?
Well,
Armin
here's
and
the
Haki.
argument. Like,
Yeah,
what
that's
is the
true. But
difference
you're
in
talking
Haki,
about what ifs.
Brago and Pika. Like, how do you quantify that?
What's the difference between them?
Yeah, like, what's the difference in hockey? Like, if Sanji wasn't able to, like, just base attacks, like, go with Virgo, why would it be different with Pika? Like,
I
is it that much
I think Virgo was supposedly
Virgo's
just the
armament
right
is
hand,
They were
right?
both up to the level of doing full body armament, so that's at least a level. You have
But
to
wasn't
accomplish.
Virgo
not the
considered?
same-
Wasn't Virgo considered like the first Koda Sun? Right? He's kind of like Dofi's like right hand, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, okay, so yeah, would we say Virgo is stronger than Pika?
Yes.
Or would you say
I
okay.
think so. I think so.
I don't know. Like, I would
I
say
don't
yeah,
know.
but I don't think
Yeah,
you
I
can
think
actually
he's
say that.
stronger.
I
but-
think Virgo is definitely defeating Pika.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say definitely, but I think he's.
I
stronger,
think
though.
definitely.
I think definitely. Yeah, he's got like
Virgo's a
Haki,
listen,
Haki,
man. I don't know.
Haki.
Law, what Law did to Virgo kind of just ruined his reputation because before that Virgo was like going in.
Virgo
man.
was bro. His ornament is like I think it's better than like all the Straw Hats, bro.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ornament.
Another thing with Law. So Law can do anything in this room. Like what's stopping him from just like creating a room with Doflamingo and just cutting that nigga in half?
Dofi stopped it.
Dofi's too fast and
Yeah, that's like the point. Like, Law was just getting speed blitzed by Dofi a lot.
Dofi,
yeah.
and that's what.
Yes,
Remember,
and
Virgo did the
I
same thing to
think-
Law too. Virgo
I
speed
think his
blitzed him.
armament. I think his armament's too strong too.
His
Yeah.
armament, but so like that's the
I don't-
thing. Like, does armament like surpass like an ability like that?
There are
That's
things.
the way Dofi made it sound.
Hey,
Remember Dofi
Corey,
was
you gotta
talking
listen to
about
Manga
Law.
Stream. There are things that surpass even armament, bro.
They
What's
already,
things that surpass
they
stream?
already stated. They already stated. Smoker said it to Sashigi. If your armament's not strong enough to stand up to this guy.
Yeah, and Dofi also said that whenever Virgo was gonna go fight Law, he said his armament is way too strong for your ability
And,
to cut him.
and,
Law.
and of course he was wrong about Virgo.
Yeah, he was-
but
Yeah, he
That's-
was
Th-
wrong,
yeah,
like,
this
that idea.
implies that it's not gonna negate your ability, but he can protect himself against it.
That doesn't like it's weird because like I feel like certain devil fruit abilities you shouldn't be able to like defend against. Like if I had the ability to slow somebody down, like no armament hockey should be able to like oh bro
Yeah,
like yeah.
that's a good point.
What do you mean?
You
Say
know
that
what?
again. Say that again. To slow somebody down.
If I could slow somebody down, you couldn't be like oh yeah bro I got full body armament. I'm
But then
taking
I
this.
feel like that's more so observation, right?
I think the thing
Because
is,
it's like
gonna be-
if you
it's
slow
gonna
somebody
be-
down,
it's gonna
then
be
you
certain abilities that you can't
Right.
counter.
You
but
can't use
I think
armament on.
Law is- I think Law is just too hacks like Oda had to.
That's what I'm saying, like-
where you can defend
no,
yourself.
but
Exactly.
as far as you're saying with the
Cut
slowing
anything.
down, wouldn't that like that's just altering your perception of time, right? So like, wouldn't that go more so with observation as far as getting out of
no,
something
no.
like that?
My point was that it's just certain abilities that you can't counter no matter what you do. Like this nigga has literally the ability to cut anything within his room. So I just feel like no matter how much
Well,
armament
that's like
hockey
an
you have,
offensive ability. Slowing down
Yes.
time is just manipulation. That's different.
true.
You aren't hurting someone by slowing down time. Like the hurt comes after you affect the environment. Whereas whenever like Law cuts Virgo, he's actually cutting him.
So, which side are you on? Would he be able to? Would Hawkeye be able to
That's it.
stop that or not?
It should be
I'll
able
be able
to.
to stop
Wait,
the cut.
what?
If
I,
your
me
armor was high enough,
personally,
I think you could stop Law cutting you.
me personally, I just feel like if your ability is to cut anything within your room, you should be able to cut anything within your room. I don't think armament hockey.
I mean,
should
yeah,
be
you
able
would
to
think
stop
that, but like the evidence points opposite, basically.
Yeah, like the story with.
To be honest, yo,
Yeah, but it's not. I feel like that's like the intent of the fruit, but it's not absolute. It's like you gotta have some way to like,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
defend
not like that's
yourself.
like the only thing you can do. Though.
Yeah. That's like that's like a part of his powers. you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, so it's like if Law is like could cut anything, like just no matter what, just cutting
Yeah,
anything.
Law already kind of demonstrated an ability. Honest, like if you use Gamma Knife to like, damage the insides of someone, like
Yeah.
bypass his armament in a way.
Yeah. Who wins in 3v3? Luffy and his brothers or Katakuri and his? Come
But
on.
then, like, hold on, but like, but
Come on. Luffy and his brothers are washing Katakuri and his brothers.
No.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Oh wait, Sabo and Ace. Okay.
Sabo and Ace.
Sabo and Ace are totally gonna
Yeah.
destroy that. What are you talking about?
Sabo and Ace? Like after Sabo and Ace are done with Daifuku and Oven, then they about to jump Katakuri.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Sabo's like, yo, I got this.
Sabo can probably fight Katakuri like 1v1.
Definitely. If Luffy beats Katakuri here, then Sabo is definitely fighting Katakuri.
Yeah,
I think.
And then you gotta. Then he has the Mirror no.
The Mirror too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's...
Sabo, like we've been saying that Sabo is like commander level already. And we all feel like Sabo.
Is he like first mate? Because if he's first mate and there's like
I mean, we feel like he's around like I felt like he was around like second commander, but as far as like matchups are becoming more prevalent and important now.
I would say second for now, but that's just him. That was just him.
I give him a month, then he get to first.
Yeah, I was like, that's him getting the fruit and be like, hey, bro, let me just test this out real quick. What's up?
Yeah.
Once he gets like really good with the mirror.
That's it.
Mr. Short Shot, shout out to Mr. Short Shot. He said Sanji took most of the damage in Thriller Bark before Zoro took all of Luffy's pain, and Sanji was the only guy who fought Oars by himself at the beginning, and that's why Sanji got knocked out by Zoro from Kuma.
Yeah, what I got to say about that now?
I guess that is true. That is something that King of Lightning says a lot. That Sanji, you know.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was him and Chopper that got like stomped by Oars.
Yeah.
Like, Gatling version.
I'm saying Sanji's always in a compromising position, bro. He's always in a position to fail. Like he's as far as like
honestly
fighting. Like it's just always
that's why I don't dismiss Sanji's L's, because it's like he's put in those positions where he's meant to fail, but he still does something to like.
The thing is, with the Dofi thing, right? The Dofi thing, he accomplished his goal. It was to stop Doflamingo from like destroying the crew. He slowed him down for Law to save him. So it's like,
which is dope.
I mean, yeah. He's the one that saved him essentially. I mean, Law had to come in, but
it's weird. If you actually look up most of Sanji's fights post time skip, they actually start the exact same way, where he's not even fighting the person, but Sanji comes in and surprise attacks them.
And he stops whatever.
Like 3 out of 4 times, he just skywalks and the person doesn't know they're there, and he tries to attack them.
Yeah, well, with Zoro, with Virgo, he came out of nowhere.
Virgo came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He came out of nowhere.
Brooke, hold him.
That's Sanji from the Sneaking Nation.
I'm dead.
I think Sanji's just like
Sanji's
you deploy Sanji early. Oh, really? You expect Sanji to be sacrificed. You deploy Sanji early, break down their defenses, then you send Zoro in, and then Luffy finishes it off.
Sacrificial pawn, Sanji.
Yeah, Sanji's a sacrificial pawn, pretty much. That's what Sanji is.
Okay, and this is another thing. Like me, Laz, and Matt was talking about it. So I'm not gonna. I guess I'll tell y'all like at the end of like y'all's opinions. But who do y'all think is stronger out of Brooke and Frankie?
Frankie. Yeah.
Frankie.
If Frankie's allowed to use Shogun.
General Shogun. How is
Shogun? I don't know. I think it's Frankie here. When you ask a question like who would do better against Big Mom.
No, it's like if Frankie and Brooke fought each other, who would win?
Frankie's beating Brooke.
Yeah, Frankie's gonna. Yeah.
General B.
Frankie's he's extremely
super Frankie. All right.
Yeah, Frankie's winning.
Like they're like light years apart, but I don't really see how Brooke's stronger than Frankie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess I just really like. I really like Brooke. But I guess like I really
Frankie's
like
hard body, bro.
I like Frankie before the time skip. I don't really like him now.
I agree. I think everybody agrees there. It's like Frankie pre-time skip was amazing.
And when he did some modifications to his body, I thought he was gonna come out looking like Brian from Tekken or Yoshimitsu.
Right.
This nigga just
he did too much. You ever like you started?
With Oda, you should never really expect him to be like, yeah, he's super cool looking.
Yeah, nope. Frankie did too much. Like I mean, that's what I was like, wait, what's going on with this dude, man? Like I hope this is like a modification. He can change. Like but that's him. Nah. Frankie,
like, I don't know, man. I just felt like, I felt like it's a cop out. I was like, I'm gonna hop in the Shogun. Yeah, what's up now, nigga?
I feel like Frankie's just like stronger. I don't know.
It's like a feeling. I mean, if I don't know for sure.
I mean, he's more durable because like Brooke is bones, of course, but like
bone chilling.
But I just feel like he can, like, I don't know if he just start using his soul. Like, I don't know, man.
Dustin.
I mean, like they're not like light years apart. I don't think it would be like a wash. But I
Right.
feel like Frankie would
It's
win.
close. It's close, but
Frankie's so weak though. I don't see how y'all even put him on.
I don't know. Frankie
I
tangled
feel
with
like
Luffy and
that's-
Annie's love.
Everybody
With,
really
Ah.
loves Frankie.
yeah, I was about to
just
say
feel
that
like
Frankie free time skip was like pretty powerful, bro.
time skip, he kind of messed up Luffy in the first encounter.
Yeah, they were like equals in like Water
And
7.
then when we get to Annie's lobby, it's like, you know, Lucci's literally 5 times stronger than Frankie, and Luffy's there with Lucci. So
Nico Robin soloed the Monster Trio, and then now she's on the crew. She can't do anything. I'm like, all right.
I feel like that's like that for anything. It's always like somebody you go against, and them niggas just like real cold.
Beast.
It takes like forever to drop them out, like just to beat them, and then they get on your team and they don't do anything.
That's like playing 2K, right? And you're going against like Bradley Beal. The CPU is using him, and this nigga dropped 40 on you. You're like, yo, I'm gonna trade
40.
for this nigga. I trade
And
for
then
this
you get
nigga.
on that
He
nigga,
ain't making
can't hit a
nothing. I'm like, yo, what's
You
going
gotta
on?
do a damn thing.
What's going on with this dude,
So,
man?
growing up, did y'all ever watch like Power Rangers Wild Force?
Yeah.
Bro, I watched all
Like
the
when
Power Rangers.
it was the Wolf Ranger, bro, and he was fighterizing the whole team.
All
by
of
himself,
them.
and then
All of
he-
them.
And then he got on that shit, and then he was just trash. And I was
You know
like,
who?
bro,
Another one like that was Dino Thunder. Remember Dino Thunder? The
Dino
white,
Thunder with the crimson, like the red, like
the white Ranger.
He
Was
was
the
like
White
that.
Ranger?
And
Where it's
then,
like Trent the White Ranger, where it's like he was fatherizing, and then after he comes to the good side, like the dude was as strong. I'm like, what the fuck, duh? Like,
And then the two, what's in it? Like for Ninja Storm,
the Crimson Rangers,
yeah,
Crimson and Thunder. Was it Thunder?
Yeah,
It
it
was
was like lightning.
Yeah, them niggas was evil too, but then when they joined, they just became.
They
like,
just
They became
trash.
fodder. I was like, okay, they gotta
That's just
have
how it
like
goes, bro. That's just
they
how it
got
goes.
different sliders on the other side.
Well,
That's all.
were
But in One Piece, that happens because like those people serve a different role whenever they enter the crew. They no longer become just like third-party X factors. They actually have a purpose.
That's trash. Purpose makes
It's complicated because Oda is trying to build like the world more than he's trying to have fighting feats.
Right. No, I agree with that. Oda's like style, like he focuses more on the character.
Yeah, because like if you look at like the time like post time skip, a lot of the fights just been like, you know, they don't have the same feel because the ramifications aren't the same. Oda's trying to build so much shit for the
Yeah.
future that like, he's not really focused on the now.
Yeah, he like his world is so big, bro, and it's just like
Yeah, well, that's the
so
greatest thing about One
detail-oriented.
Piece, and that's also the worst thing is that Oda, like by expanding the world so much, he kind of limited his options for what you can do with the characters.
I definitely that's like really accurate.
Yo, shout out to Slicks Bra donation. He said, apart from the Monster Trio, the Straw Hats are trash.
I mean, not,
I think this arc is a direct indication that they're not.
Nami?
Clearly they're not. I mean, look at what Nami's done. Look at what Brooke has done.
Stop the young
They can all do things according to the situation. It's just a lot of times they're not put.
It's
in that
situational.
situation. Yeah.
Look at what Chopper did on Zoe. You know, like the Straw
I feel
Hats.
like Chopper doesn't do like I like Chopper. I feel like Chopper gets like the Vegeta end of the stick.
Yeah.
That's
Chopper pre-time skill was way more raw, bro.
I mean,
like,
I feel like this Chopper. I like this Chopper a bit more because he's more put in situations for him to kind of like, shine.
I feel like he's funnier, but like I
funnier,
feel like
definitely
that nigga
funnier.
should be like armament hockey with like Monster Point or some shit.
I feel like if anyone should have
fucking
armor
shit
in
up.
hockey is Robin.
Robin and
You know what I mean? Because
she
They don't
would
want
be
to give
too
her
broken,
armor.
bro. She would be too broken with armor.
really.
broken.
But the thing is with
Yeah.
Robin, why I think
Yeah,
she should
when you
have
think about
that
it-
is just because of her knowledge, bro. Like I feel like that's something like Robin would have, especially how long she's been running away. You have to run into somebody that's like, yo, man, you gotta learn this if you're gonna keep running away. Like you've had to have help at some point along like that time for you to be succeeding. So it's like
I feel like she should have been like one of the first ones to get armament.
Of
because,
course.
like, you know, like you heard her arms and like she's like, oh, like you know. like,
Yeah, you think
like,
Robin
she
with all
should've
the
been
arms?
first
of ornament hockey, bro. Like that'd be crazy.
Robin with arms have armor in hockey. Yes, I think she would. She should be
She'd
the
be
first.
armament Ashura.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
But you know,
it'd be lit, bro. But yeah, they ain't trying to do that.
nah, not yet. Not yet.
And like Brooke's supposed to be way colder than what he is, even though he's still pretty cool. Like,
Way colder.
Brooke's way colder, bro.
No pun intended.
He's bone chilling,
Brooke's
bro.
supposed-
Listen,
Brooke's supposed to be stealing niggas' souls.
the thing is with Brooke, Brooke isn't as funny anymore. He has like some moments where it's like it's funny. I kind of got tired of the skull jokes.
Yeah, for
It'd have
me,
been mad
personally,
funny if he
skull
would have
jokes are
asked
just
to
like
Big Mom's panties.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I think Usopp is still hilarious
wanna
to
see her
me.
panties?
Usopp is still hilarious. Usopp, Luffy, and Chopper together, like, just
Yeah,
amazing.
that's another thing. The whole point of the time skip was to develop everybody, and then Usopp was like, "I'm not gonna be a coward no more." And then you
Then
get
he
to
be a
Guru, that
coward.
nigga's like, "Fuck that."
I mean, I think Usopp, you know, when you say you're gonna do something, and when you actually face it, he's like, I don't know about this. I think I was just talking, man. But
Yeah, I think the only thing that like I think he was like, okay, I'm good for like this old world shit, but like new world,
yeah,
nah,
he's
bro.
like, come on, yo.
I
He's like,
feel him, but at the same time, he spent 2 years on an island that was literally alive and tried to kill him like every couple of days or every couple of hours. I think.
Shot.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know.
I'm just waiting to see his new development because like his like the hints towards his observation haki.
Yeah.
So like hopefully he just snipe like and then he got to get armament like he got to be able to put like some armament on like some bullets or something, man.
That scene with him and Von Auger is gonna be lit.
I feel like his usage of Pop Green doesn't really necessitate him needing arm and hockey. Like he has so many tricks that he doesn't really need it.
Yeah, because I was thinking like, what's probably gonna happen with the scene is like him and Von Auger. Von Auger, he tries to shoot someone and he stops it with something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna have something to kind of negate it. But I feel like observation is always gonna be his specialty. But if he doesn't have armament, then
like a lot of his pellets, they don't have to actually go through somebody. They just explode.
Yeah, burning blood is key with that.
Where you have to make skin contact and then the damage is on the inside. If Usopp put armament hockey on his bullets, it would like I don't really see how that would change that much.
I think every Straw Hat should have armament at the end.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. Like when like the translation like fiasco with like categories like there's things that like surpass hockey. I was like, okay, so the like at least Luffy and Zoro are gonna get like this extra hacks hockey, and then everybody else is gonna get regular hockey now because it's something that passes hockey.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what I thought it was gonna go. But
what did Sawyer call it? Armament plus. I think that's what he was calling it.
Ultra armament.
Oh yeah, I was like, it was kind of curious. Like, it's just another level. I guess you can call it plus, but it's like translations are important. Shout out to Mr. Short Shot. He said, "Did you guys see the Robin Deviant art with hockey? I've never seen that. Yeah. I've seen a lot of Robin Deviant art.
I'm about to look it up now.
I've seen a lot of Deviant art with Robin, but not hockey, not hockey related. Said Robin has observation hockey. I mean, you would think so based on what happened with Hakuba. Like she just casually caught Hakuba, so you would think she would have that. People said they expected Usopp to be more serious after the time skip. I mean, he had a moment there where it's like you thought that's where the route he was going, but like Oda can't just completely change his character.
Oh, this is me.
You don't gotta completely change his character, but if you telling people that this nigga is evolving, then have him evolve.
He evolved. He defeated Sugar. He came back.
Progressed.
He came back.
If you were to go back and compare,
nigga, that's not evolution. He's been doing that the whole time. He's been doing that forever. He always had that moment. He always had that moment where he just tell himself that he gotta grow some balls and then actually do something.
Yeah, he always does it. Yeah.
He always does that. That's not nothing new.
I mean, I suppose that's true, but you may be right. Maybe you're right. Usopp's been the same nigga the whole time. I don't know. I didn't like the fact that he ran away. That he ran away initially. I didn't like that because I felt like, it's kind of
get the fuck out of here.
You good, Pharaoh?
No. Someone in the comment section.
I was like, dang,
holy shit.
Someone in the comment section. Sanji,
I'm like, damn, what I say? You don't agree or?
I was confused. I was like, what do you do?
like Usopp fanboy over here now. But yeah, Usopp like running away from like Sugar and Trable was like, come on, bro. Like that I was so disappointed when that happened. Because I was starting to believe in Usopp.
That was BS right there.
And then how he defeated Sugar.
You better put some respect on his name, my nigga. That's God Usopp.
Oh my god.
What you mean?
Yo, 200 million bounty, yo.
Like, I mean, Usopp does have a lot of like fanboys though.
I'm waiting on my boy Chopper to get an increase, and they just be like, Big Chop. So,
Chop.
Like,
Big Chop.
Yeah, they gotta recognize him as more than just a pet though.
He's never gonna be more than that.
His bounty's gonna double, bro. Trust me.
It's probably gonna be 200, but he's never gonna escape.
He's gonna double.
I think you get a bounty raise after.
No point, Oda gotta start taking himself serious.
The only Straw had to double his bounty after one arc.
I feel like Goofy might hit 600 mil after this arc.
It depends on what's released because remember they're saying they're going out of their way to like protect Big Mom's name, so they're gonna look at big news like nigga, nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Nothing happened, boy. So it depends. It depends. Maybe
It also
something
depends
gets
on how
out.
long it takes to get to Wano because it was
Right.
like a week and a half to get to Totland,
Yeah.
and so there was like space to fill. Whereas this time there's gonna be like Reverie,
Yeah.
so he doesn't have to like create situations where it's like, well, let's just create some filler moments. Oh, look, bounties increased. You know, dragon.
Yeah, it'd be cool if what's her name is like key with that as far as Stussy, where she reports everything that actually happened, and then they're like, holy shit, we have to increase like the Straw Hats bounty. Like they managed to go into a Yonko's territory and get out
Fuck shit up.
pretty much unscathed. You know what I'm saying? Like they were good. They have to get a raise. I 600. I think that's fine. I think that's fine.
600 now.
Yeah.
Sanji needs a increase.
Sanji is gonna get an increase over Usopp.
I'm thinking 250 or 300
over Usopp. Zoro gets an increase just because he's Zoro. I don't know. Yeah, but
the other stripes aren't going to get an increase.
You say the Star Hats are going to get an increase?
Yeah, the other ones not in this party, I don't think are going to get an increase.
I think Zoro just gets one just because he's Zoro.
Well, they didn't dress Rosa when they weren't involved.
They didn't dress Rosa.
When the rest of those cats weren't involved, they got an increase.
I feel like you have to bump everyone up because they're associated.
I think the ones that weren't there get like a 50.
50, like 50, yeah.
Well, the thing is, if it's all going to happen at once, I don't think they're actually going to get a bounty base until after Wano.
So, like, right. Now, I agree with that as well because if they say the Straw Hats get 50, what's Usopp right now? 200, right?
Yeah.
So if they get 50 and then everyone at Wano or at Whole Cake get like 100, or like Sanji and Luffy get 100, then that puts Sanji at what, 277?
277.
And yeah,
that would make more sense because he's more closer to Zoro now.
Closer to Zoro now, more than Usopp, and then Luffy goes
and Luffy
up.
being the highest.
Yeah.
That's the smartest idea probably.
This nigga about to make a theory, just copying.
So, hey, what is Zoro's at right now?
320.
I think it's 320.
320.
He got the highest boosts, like 200.
Zoro got a crazy bump. You think that Sanji stay only alive now? Nah. Because I think Germa, they're gonna kind of sever their
It's eventually
ties.
gonna wrap up.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go do their own thing. They actually want territory to own now. Yeah, but Whole Cake Island, they may see a major boost. It depends on what goes out.
Yeah, it all depends on like what Oda wants to do with Morgan's.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Morgan's. I don't know if they feel like Big Mom's like veil of just being this dominant force is kind of broken because of what the Straw Hats did. Then it could be bad for her because if all this shit gets out, then the other Yonko are looking like, wait, what?
Well, I think that's actually what Oda plans on doing because, like, I've said this before, and maybe you guys feel the same way, but after this arc, I do not see the Big Mom pirates, not Big Mom herself, but I don't see the pirates under her being villains ever again for the Straw Hats.
No, yeah, I agree. I don't think. Well, the thing is, I was thinking of Elbaf and what happens there.
Yeah, I used to be pro Big Mom and Elbaf, but I can only really see just Big Mom and Elbaf now. There would be no excitement in having her sweet commanders come here because we literally know everything they're gonna do.
Yeah.
There's no mystique to them. Whenever you fight
Smoothie.
Not really, because we haven't seen most of these guys go all out. Even Cracker stayed doing the same thing.
There's no surprise anymore.
I mean,
there's gonna be no surprise because we haven't
no,
seen.
The thing is, we don't have to see the Straw Hats take them down. Another supernova could do it.
Yeah, like it's like I don't see them being with like the Straw Hats.
I think Kid is.
Remember Kid could come back like, yo, I'm back. You got me out of there last time.
They could redeem Sanji based off what's going on, and then Sanji would just go against a commander.
Yeah, but Big Mom doesn't have to fall, honestly. Like, she could be one that sticks around. Because, like, again, the Pirate King is one that kind of got from under her nose, you know? That could be...
Yeah, like, it's going to happen again, which is, like, very obvious. But, like, honestly, the ramifications are so weird. It's like, if Luffy beats Katakuri basically becomes useless as an enemy against the Straw Hats in the future.
Precise. Unless...
it's Lucy... like saying, do you really see Lucci and Crocodile fighting again?
Against Luffy?
Seriously? And, like, it's a full arc? Like a major villain in an arc?
No, of course not. The thing is, if Luffy... What if Luffy isn't involved and it ends up being, like, Zoro and those guys?
Yeah, like, it could be, like, third parties, but, like...
Yeah.
Has there ever really been a time where, like Zoro's like, hey, I'm gonna fight Lucci because, like, they fought each other's opponents? Has there ever been a time where that's happened?
Well, I mean, Zoro has kind of hinted that he's going to step in for people that's not worthy of fighting his captain. So I feel like if Lucci comes back again, he's going to say, yo, man, you're not worthy.
Like, bro, you already got washed up.
Gonna show him, and then Lucci gonna show him that he been working over the time skip too.
I think Lucci has definitely been putting in work because that he went through a lot after that. Like
Cypher
He's an
Pole
armament
Zero?
leopard.
This dude's a beast, bro.
yeah. Someone said is Jimbo related to Forever World? Come on, like why we do that?
Brown Jimbe, yeah.
You
Oh
know
my
what?
God.
The first time I heard that
I
was
don't
Code
want to add
Provider.
them off
Was
your
Code
Apple TV.
Provider? Like Code Provider said you look like Brown Jimbe. I was like, yo, I just thought that was the funniest thing. I was like, come on, bro, y'all got chill.
It was really low, but it was like the part where like you feel bad for laughing at it, but it was funny.
Yes, that's the thing. It's like I felt bad for laughing, but it's like, you know. But I remember at that time when Forever World had like it was like a profile picture that he had. That's besides the point. They said Jinbei made categories mochi softer with jujitsu. Nani? I don't know. I think the first part of
Karate is
Wano
not
will.
jujitsu, first of all. It's a difference of principle.
I think
Fishman Jujutsu.
the first part of Wano will not include Luffy and the crew coming from Whole Cake Island arc. I mean, of course. I think the first part of Wano we're going to see what was a bit of what was happening. Yeah.
I think it's really like a rehash of no. Like they get there and it's like all the stuff happened.
Would that be like if they show everything that happened after they left?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh.
Because I feel like it's gonna be really weird because like Zoro said, whenever they get there, he's gonna have all the samurai rounded up, happening in the plot. So when they get there, it's like, oh yeah, Luffy, let's catch you up to speed. And it seems like another Zo thing. I hope it's not that.
I feel like with that, it's gonna be like we're just gonna go to the team that's on Zo, and then it's gonna be a lot of shit happening, and then we're gonna be like, dang, where Luffy them at? And then it's gonna be like a major fight, and then Luffy just gonna like pop out of nowhere and be like, what's up, y'all? And like, you know,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Wano's gonna be hype. I know people saying it's not gonna be hype, but
I don't want to get my hopes up.
The things that are in place right now is crazy.
I don't want to get my
and
hopes
it's gonna
up.
make and it's gonna make everything with it's gonna make the whole Zoro and Sanji like debate worse because if like
Zoro's gonna get fighting
if that's
feats,
hype-
100%.
yeah, he's gonna get fighting feats, and then they're gonna be like, look what Sanji did in his arc, and look
It's
what
gonna
Zoro
happen
did
in
in his
every
arc.
arc. That's not just exclusive. To, like every time there's a fight, they're like, hey, look at this Zoro Sanji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the thing about like
Hard
Wano is
to
that like we have these expectations for it, but I honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of biting my teeth because like
yeah, I'm definitely.
there are
doing
gonna be
that, bro.
Oda confirmed. There's gonna be a shit ton of characters.
Yes.
And what
Yeah.
happened to
There's
Judge
a
Rose
lot
is
of
there were so
characters,
many
yeah.
characters is that it affected the plot.
Yeah.
He's gonna have
Yeah.
to spend so much time like, oh, remember this guy? All these people.
Yeah.
We have
I don't know,
Marco
I
and
feel like it could
Vivo,
heavily-
maybe.
What I will say is, like, I feel like Wano. Well, I'm really excited for Wano, but I don't think Kaido's going down in Wano.
I feel like that I feel like Kaido's a domino. I feel like that's like the huge domino because if Kaido falls, then bro,
then
that just
everything else, then the three powers fall.
everything goes like everything's
Chaos,
haywire because it's just like then the world government is like holy shit like when the Yonko fell then Blackbeard can make his move, Shanks makes his move,
Akainu.
That would make sense in a like just of the case of like you know how Oda does things. People be like, oh, then if they took down Kaido, why couldn't they take down Big Rom? Then
Yeah.
people be like, oh, well, we had so many supernovas.
yeah, look at
and
how
we
many
had
people are
half
gonna
the
be
crew."
there. Yeah.
People also speculate that like Blackbeard's gonna show up as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
you're gonna say-
I don't think Blackbeard. The thing is, I agree that someone representing Blackbeard should be there, but Blackbeard is not going to be there. Like if
Okay,
we,
well, it's just for like okay. The only thing with that is, you know, he has like supposedly the strongest Logia. He has the strongest Paramecia. And he has to get the strongest on, and then like you know, Kaido can't die.
but Corey, wouldn't you send
supposedly.
someone that's like familiar with the territory?
You said what?
Wouldn't you send someone that's like familiar with that territory though?
Brago, what's his
So
name,
what if it
bro?
comes with Shiryu?
Shiryu.
No, not Shiryu, the other guy.
Who? Pizarro?
King. Avalo.
Or even Avalo Pizarro, because I presume that he had some ties with Kaido in the past. So
Possibly, but
yeah.
the only like my thing is just like, well, what if like you know Kaido is supposedly like impervious to die or whatever the case may be. He's
Right.
And what if that's due to his devil fruit ability? You know, Blackbeard has the ability to nullify devil fruits. So
the thing is with Blackbeard showing up there, it's just because I feel like two admirals are going to be there personally.
Yeah.
But that's like gearing towards the end, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
at the very end. He's
But
like,
I think
"Oh,
one
man."
admiral is going to be there the whole time.
Yeah, one admiral for sure at the
I
start.
think one. Actually, maybe an admiral and smoker. Maybe an
Green
admiral.
Bull and Smoker
Green Bull
or
and
something like
smoker.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see some new Marines, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green Bull and Smoker showing up.
I just want to see. I feel like we had to see Green Bull. If we don't see him at the Reverie,
Man,
We gotta see him in Wano. If we don't see him in Wano, I'm like, Oda, what the what are you doing? Like,
that'll be some BS.
that'd be some BS. Like, what are you talking about? Like Reverie and not even Wano, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like everybody wants to see him in Wano. I'm thinking we're gonna probably see him in the Reverie, but I could be wrong. He could just show up in Wano.
Well, I feel like he might be at Reverie because Fujitora, for like a fact, isn't gonna be there.
He ain't gonna be there. So
Yeah.
they may he
may be like one of the people that's
yeah.
defending there. That's
I
like-
kind of may say, hey, Green Bull, Fuji was supposed to be there, but he's not allowed there. You got to go now. He's like, I don't like
But why
attendance stuff
wouldn't
like this.
Fuji be there if he's gonna bring up the Shichibukai system?
Well, Fujitora himself said he's never returned to like an organization. Like he's never going to a base again. He's chasing after Luffy right now. That's his job.
But someone is saying technically is that a base?
If you would attend Reverie, I don't know. I feel like it'd be weird because.
I mean,
like,
that's
he
his
expressed
goal.
He's like, I'm perfectly fine with going and chasing after Luffy and Law. And then during that time, he's like, yeah, you know what? Screw them. I'm just gonna go to Reverie.
Well, he's already like screwed him because like he let Luffy go. he goes by his own ideals.
Yeah.
But do you want to
So,
show up? Do you want to show up Akainu? And he
Yeah,
probably would. He
'cause
probably would
his
show up
goal-
Akainu.
My thing is, his goal is, hey, I'm trying to abolish the Shichibukai system. When else are you gonna get a chance like this? This happens every 4 years.
And
so why
also,
wouldn't
a
he show
lot
up?
of the kings, they would back him because of shit that's happened to them.
Yeah.
And then that'd be if Akainu's like, what the fuck? Why you here? Then
But
that'd
the
be his way to let the military and maybe join the revolutionaries.
But
if that
Fuji, right? But
thing
Fuji,
is
if
that-
you come with that, you have to have an alternative. You cannot say let's remove this. What do we have to replace these guys? I don't know if Fuji.
He said, "I'm the alternative, bitch."
The thing is, I was saying that he, then implies, New World pacifistas with like sea stone and shit like that.
Here's the thing about it, right? If Fuji shows up, that means like there's basically no admiral in Wano because I don't really see why like Green Bull would just randomly show up without knowing what's going on.
Right.
Well,
Because at least Fujitora has an incentive. He's chasing after Luffy, so he can be on his tail.
Yeah,
Right.
and he's a
he has
swordsman,
reason
so
to be in Wano. Green Bull, we don't know anything about. He just like a random show up, like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm just chilling around.
Well, Fujitora randomly showed up in Dressrosa.
Nah, he got sent by Akainu.
Yo, what if Fujitora chases Luffy to Wano, and let's say Dagon Weevil chases Luffy to Wano, and then Fujitora ends up
God,
defeating
Weevil again?
Weevil and
Sure.
Weevil's gonna
bringing
come
him
up
to, like,
sometime at
Reverie
some
or
point
something.
here.
Yeah, Weevil's definitely gonna show up.
Shout out to
I
Mr.
think
Short
Weevil's
Shot.
gonna show up when the Marco thing shows up. you
Yeah,
know,
Marco,
No, I
yeah.
feel like the entire thing is like Marco versus Weevil, but like I don't know if you guys have like watched Sora's video, but he actually thinks that Weevil's gonna become like a part of like the Whitebeard Pirates.
Yeah.
He's like he's gonna become their friend all of a sudden.
I feel like that won't be able to happen
Yeah.
without Luffy.
Yeah, I feel like it probably won't happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like the only way that it could happen is if Luffy like is like, oh hey, and he's like, oh shit, you the nigga that like that my dad was trying to save and shit, and the crew respected. And he's like, okay, what's up, bro?
Someone just said once Kaido falls, who do you think is gonna be named the Yonko? I don't think it's gonna be a new Yonko.
I feel like Buggy.
A new Yonko.
If to read the question, if like out of the supernova who would be the next Yonko, like if one falls.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it'll be anybody.
It'll be a joke because if Buggy's in Wano, he'll probably get all the credit.
Yeah, it'd probably be a joke.
Oda loves to do that. That's why he made him a warlord.
That would suck.
A lot of people think he's gonna become a Yonko. Like, that's a
Yeah.
really
That was.
I mean, we had the whole discussion about that.
We had a whole, we had that.
I would be like, I would really be pissed.
That's Oda's favorite character. He would do it.
I would really be pissed.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't because I kind of expected
But
that.
it's like if it happens, then I can see people saying like, "See, told you that the Yonko, they don't have to be that strong." Blah 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 blah. That's
I
gonna
would
be the narrative. That's gonna be the narrative after that. But damn, it's 3:00. Streaming for a minute. Just I was trying to wait up for the chapter, and
I forgot to tell y'all, but I talked to a Jimenez box guy
Yeah.
like a few hours ago. I
Yeah.
don't know how it kept slipping my mind. He said it's not coming out today.
for real.
That would have been great. Like,
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Damn, bro. Should have said something.
Hours ago.
Smart man.
Yeah, I talked to him like I think like 10 o'clock.
Dang,
Oh,
bro,
this-
that's before we even
You a
started.
hoe?
Damn, bro. This is before the first. That was before the first stream.
I think so, bro. I don't know how it kept slipping my mind, but somehow
you just
you know
fucking with
That's
get caught up.
that's
get
like
caught up in the kids.
that's like Robin be like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. I know where the road poneglyphs are.
Like I
just go through all of One Piece. Like, my
Like-
bad, dog. It slipped my mind. I knew it when we was in the New World when we first got there.
Like, bro, you tell us this early, man.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, this chapter. So I guess it is either it comes out later today or like
Gonna be fucking amazing.
or Friday.
I can't wait for this shit.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. I want to see how Katakuri reacts after Kongun, man. How he deals with that power.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, I saw the caption. It was like, "What happens after Kongun?"
Yeah.
I guess. And my internet was messing up. That's why I wasn't in the stream earlier. So like, what happened? Like,
Yeah.
who said what?
We really.
It was kind of like a troll thing.
Yeah, I don't think we talked about it. Talked about that at all. We,
Yeah, I think Laz just said like the arc would be over and they go to Reverie.
Yep,
Like,
that
now
was
we
it.
can talk
Nobody
about it.
really gave any insight.
No, he said Lance said something about them eating donuts.
And hugging. Yeah, Lance said something about them niggas hugging or something.
Yeah.
He said something about punching them in the teeth and then like hugging them after that, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because Dritz had posted that on Twitter, I
It was actually
believe.
Joy Boy, but with the
It was
same
Joy
person.
Boy. Yeah, Dritz, Joy Boy, Dritz, Joy Boy. You know.
That's not true. I like you better, Driz.
Gay. But yeah, guys. Appreciate you guys coming through, man. Try to wait up for the chapter, but I guess it's coming out Friday morning.
Hey, nice meeting all y'all, man. I know y'all kind of know me, but kind of don't. But I listen to the streams a lot, so I feel like I know y'all. I just really appreciate y'all for being.
What is your name again, sir?
This nigga.
Oh,
Yo,
I don't even know who gave you the
thanks for
link.
coming through, Corey. If you guys don't know, Corey is the rapper, one of the rappers from Matt B Cypher, the Third Coast Locals.
Hold on, Master J, I made you famous.
Oh my.
Made me
Oh
famous.
my. Oh my.
Wait, what?
I made you.
Wait, you behind Master Juice Box?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is how you didn't know that.
Yo, Manga Yonko Production, give us the news, bro.
When they said
Yonko, where the chapter at, bro? Stop playing.
Yo, Yonko in the chat?
Yeah.
He just popped in.
Wait, Corey, which rapper were you on the
I'm the second one. I'm the second one. I'm the one right after Matt.
Oh, that's legit. I ain't know all that. Let me stop this.
Master J about the fanboy. Master J about the fanboy. Go ahead, go fanboy.
Yeah, I was
fanboy. I just don't want no diss record. You know, no fire diss record.
Oh no, I'm chilling, bro. No,
give us the beats, bro.
I'm dead. But no, it was like me, Matt, I think last, and we was like all in the and it was Steve-O, and I was just like, say what's up to like Brago and Master Juice Box, and they was like, oh shit, Juice Box, and somebody tweeted it.
That's your name now. That's your name.
I was about to say, you go only keep up in...
Y'all go with the teasing, yo.
Well, y'all can say One Piece is lit.
Okay.
Y'all could said that the
I'm
past,
not looking
like,
I'm not looking at the chat no more because I know somebody gonna say something from the spoilers. I already know.
Right, we don't, and the thing is, we don't know if they're real or not. So it's like,
I can't even see the chat.
oh, Yonko said the 84 spoilers are fake. He said they're fake.
When are they coming out?
What's the verdict on that? When are they coming out?
Tomorrow, man.
I gotta get the fucking.
I hope we don't get a
sleep.
fucking chapter on Saturday, man.
Saturday, that would be bad.
Bro, I would die.
Yo,
That'd be bad.
King of Lightning more time to upload his live reaction.
Right.
He'll still be late.
But he's still gonna be late. Isn't he on that cruise?
Yeah, him
He's still gonna be late.
He'll be back and spend like 3 days making the live reaction.
Yo, you know we don't. Yo, you about to get mad when you get back. Cause Matt was like real low key about that shit. But when King of Lightning posted a picture, it was like, yo, a true kingu. And Jurashay was like, all I see is a whale. I was like, bruh. I was like, damn, bruh. Went in on King of Lightning. But he said, all I see is a whale, man. But yeah, the Friday, I don't mind the Friday ones because they come out like early Friday, like 1 something, 2. I guess that's not early, but
Damn, bro.
they said
I
they.
can't wait, man.
He said they're real but misleading. I don't even know anymore. I haven't read them.
When I'm at work and I'm listening to the stream, and y'all like, oh shoot, the chapter dropped, and I'm like, oh. Also,
yeah, that happens so many times. All right, if those are real, then oh boy, oh boy.
I'd be like, yeah, I was listening to these niggas at work, but fuck these niggas, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, I think Steve always comes in like, yo, I think the chapter dropped. I'm like, oh shit. Like, let's get it then.
One time, Matt was like, I hate to be that guy.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Ty was in one time and he was talking about
This nigga Ty came in for like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. He's like, no, I was about to end the stream and I was like, yo, Ty, what do you think about all the stuff we got from this new chapter? Yo, the chapter's out? I'm like, yo, yes, that's what the stream is about. He's like, oh, I just jumped in.
Ty was pulling out of his bag, dog.
Hey, man. Ty hadn't been in a while. He's doing some prep, yo. He's doing some prep.
From them off-screen panels, bro.
The off-screen Ty before them off-screens.
It's his cousin on the real, though.
Of course. Listen, the funniest part is like after that. I think that's when Dritz and Joy Boy and Ty, they had their great debate. The funniest part is like the funniest shit happened after the stream ended because they went on for like an hour. Because I was like,
just like went off on Ty. Like,
I was like making a thumbnail, and Ty was like not backing down. He's like, "You can say what you want or whatever." Yeah. And then Joe Boy's like, "Yeah, but Ty, that's what happened."
we were telling him like we were asking him stuff. Like I was like, he kept talking about like Dofi. We're like, "No, Ty, you're talking about Carter Curry. Talking about Carter Curry." He's like, "Yeah, well, Dofi, whatever." No, Ty, like, that's not right. And she was like. And he was like, I don't know who you are, or whatever, like that. It's like, I got more subs than you, or whatever.
And Just was like, I think I have more subs.
I was like, I don't know who you are, but it's hard to game to me.
Ty was trying to sub count me. I'm like,
Just was like, I think I have more subs. He's like, oh, whatever. They say Yanko delivering that fake news.
The entire conversation was like, he was convinced that Jack is like the first mate of Kaido and is like stronger than Carter Curry. And we're like, Ty. Like, come on. You're talking to him. Like, no.
Oh, man. It was hilarious listening to it, though.
And then he says, I've never been wrong about power scaling. I was like, Ty, come on.
I didn't hear that part. Oh, man. And then, listen, Ty would do fuck you up. Do fuku?
I'm dead.
In the conversation where like me and Joe Boy had said literally everything, and he was like ready to go round after round, like just like.
He wouldn't back down. Ty doesn't back down. Heart of a lion.
All right, Ty.
Joe Boy was like, you know what? In theory, you are correct. It could happen. I was like, Joe was.
Said like, you know, Ty, agree to disagree.
Just was like, but no. Just like kept going. I was like, ah, yo.
I literally like. The last 45 minutes, I was like, you know what? I just like pulled open Hearthstone. I was like, fuck this.
I was like, all right. I was like, I'm out. It's like I'm out. I'm just. It's like too much.
Cause like I was getting heated. I was like, Ty, no.
And then Ty was like, Brago, you here? What do you think? I was like, oh.
Brago, whatever. Like he's trying to say like Katakuri.
I was like, I was like, not trying to get into that.
It's like defeat and face Luffy and stuff, and you're like, I guess you basically took the coward to like I guess it turns on perspective and matchups. And he was like, yeah, whatever.
Hey man, the shit was hilarious.
I gotta catch a stream with like Matt is frustrated and like Dustin and everybody and Grimmer in the stream, bro.
Listen, man.
One of those.
The funniest thing is like Matt comes in, he's like, I'm not gonna let nothing bother me. Yo, I'm good. I'm feeling good. Then after he's like, Ty, what the fuck are you talking about? Look, Ty. I'm like,
I've known the dude my whole life, yeah, bro.
Oh man, it's always hilarious. Like, but nah, we definitely gotta make that happen. But nah, I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Oh, no problem, bro. Anytime. Like, y'all keep me sane during my work day, so at least when I was off, I was like, I gotta be able to get on here or something.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate you coming through. Like, it's like it's later shit. Everybody else, Dritz, Steve-O, the one of which was in here, Pharaoh. Pharaoh, get me in contact with Marco the Phoenix, please. I'm trying to talk to him.
I got you.
Juicy Couture.
Just Matt. Yeah, I know. He been saying that for a minute, and he don't even send him my message. You know, but yeah, Juice, Master J. I'm about to call this nigga Juice Box. Lampad was in here. Ovi was in here. Surprisingly, Froob didn't. I didn't see Froob.
Yeah, I didn't see Froob, but
Froob
he was in the Discord. in the chat.
Sometimes, you know, when you get in Discord, like sometimes you get in an argument, you just can't leave. Like it traps you. It traps you there. You just can't get out of it.
Addictive, bro.
Yeah, you just like keep going back and forth. That's what like when I'm streaming, I don't even have Discord open, bro.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that she didn't send me the Discord because Matthew was like, bro, I don't think you ready for that.
It's a different place. No, it honestly is a different place. Like you really don't know. Pretty much. It's like you go in there and you think like it's like I literally saw someone's like the first day. They're like, yo, man, y'all talk One Piece all day. Yo, this is lit. This finna be a breeze. Like, and then when it comes like the Friday, the Friday, they're like, I'm out of here. Y'all niggas are cancer. I'm like, wait, bro, what happened? What happened? You were just loving us, man. What happened? You know? And it's like sometimes I'm like, yo, I come in the Discord. I go in my own Discord. I'm like, I what? They're like arguing like, could base Luffy take on like Kobe with the 2-year time? I'm like, all right. I'm like, I can't even try to like quantify like that whole shit. So I'm like, I'm out. I was coming.
Why is that even relevant?
It's not, but it's a debate point. And don't get it started. Don't get it started with Mihawk and Luffy, Mihawk and Shanks. Oh God.
Shanks is whooping Mihawk.
Oh God.
Yeah, don't go into the Discord.
Don't go into Discord and say that.
Don't go into the
Literally, niggas come out of nowhere. Like that's like the bat signal. Like niggas like, what? What are you saying? Oh my gosh.
I'm not saying that like Shanks is watching Mihawk, but like, I mean, Shanks is a Yonko, Mihawk isn't. I mean,
they're gonna be like, that's all you got? That's all you got? We got facts, B. Yeah, you gotta have more, bro. You gotta have more than that, because these niggas pull.
The fact that this nigga's a Yonko with one arm, bro. But then they gonna be like, Mihawk was like, as if I would fight somebody with one arm, meaning he would have dropped Shanks. It's like, no, bro.
They're gonna be like, but why does he have one arm though? Okay. Like, okay. I'm telling you, bro, like it goes.
That didn't make sense to me. Like he was like, I gave it to the next generation. I'm like, nigga, I want my arm. Just get that nigga the hat, bro.
Well, the truth behind that is that Oda never intended for Shanks to lose his arm, but his editors made him do it.
Yeah.
Oh, his editors need to stop smoking that crack.
Yeah, so it was like the first chapter needs to be more impactful, and he was like, I guess I'll take his arm off.
They couldn't take the nigga's shoulder. You had to take the whole arm.
Just take
it does make it.
What do you mean take his shoulder? What the hell are you talking about?
Just take a bite out of his shoulder. Take a bite out of his shoulder. You take the shoulder. I think the arm goes with it.
He's gonna have a disembodied floating arm. In his
He's gonna keep it together in hockey.
He about to be like Hunter x Hunter, bro. He gonna be floating on his wrist.
Yo, that nigga shoot.
Like shoot.
That nigga shoot was hype, bro.
Hey, bro, I didn't like shoot until he started doing that. I was like, oh, this nigga's litty.
I think she was cool. Shoot definitely.
Bro,
Shoot grew on me.
Who disappointed me was I don't know what this nigga name, but like the nigga who was making portals.
No.
Bro,
no.
he literally got spooked and was like, "Hey, bro, I'm."
He's like, I transport you, nigga. He's like,
I'm disappointed in him because I can understand why he, you know, got all shook like he did.
Nove's like, I get y'all niggas there. I'm not staying.
Like, not only did he get shook, but his hair turned white, and then he just looked like he was just 50 years older from after that. He's just out of there.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not messing with that. He's like, I'm good. Like, y'all niggas can do that. Yeah.
But like, it was disappointing because like excuse me, bro. Like, I'm kind of brushing up on Hunter x Hunter. I'm catching up right now, so like, I don't know names, but the nigga who with the big smoke pipe.
Morel.
Like, yeah, Morel. Like, they were supposed to be like counterparts in a way.
Right.
Like, Shoot and Knuckle.
Yeah.
He was
they
like,
kind of abandoned him.
Out here fighting. And this nigga's like, oh no. Like.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I like shit like that because that's realistic. Where it's like you're gonna have niggas that come through and you know, and then some nigga will be like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. You got it. You know. So I really like that about it. I did really want to see Nov, you know, go in, but you know, they kind of made up for it with like Gon and those guys. So
who's your favorite out of the Royal Guard?
I think for me it's definitely P2.
I like the
Yuppie was cool. Yuppie was cool.
Here's the truth.
But I think P2 was just like P2 was dope. I like P2.
P2 was cool at the gate when she just took off
the Kite's arm.
Kites, like smash Kite. I was like, oh yeah, they gotta get up out of here, dog.
Yeah, but Gon was like, Kites.
They did Kite too dirty, bro.
Well, yeah, I just felt like we didn't see Kite's potential, and I was like, they could at least like had him pull some stuff out of his bag and then get fighterized. Like,
we didn't even get to see what all the roulettes can do. Like,
yeah, I was like, we saw like 3 numbers. and they was like, "Yeah, that's it, bro. We ain't got no more ideas. Take this nigga out of
Yeah,
here."
it was like, get him out of here. He's not 1,000 Jutsu Kakashi, bro.
And
We not.
we don't have that many conjurers in like the series anyway. So
His power was 2 hacks.
You think so?
I mean,
What the
not
heck's
really,
enough?
because it
I
did
saw
have a
he got
limitation.
smashed.
It had a limitation though.
I didn't. You talking about Kite's power as far as the
Kite.
roulette?
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
I didn't like that.
Really a gamble. It was
I didn't like
You
it
didn't like it?
because it's like, what if you're in a position where it's like the weapon that you have doesn't fit, like,
doesn't fit, and
you know what I mean? You're like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at
I
all.
mean, you got to put strong conditions on your abilities if you want it to be something.
I mean, I guess each weapon was.
You don't have to, but that's what most people do.
Well, you
like,
do know.
you just come out with some chopsticks.
If you want it to be a strong ability, it has to have a strong condition.
Yeah, but this, I suppose, but a stronger condition, it's like the
I would go the Luffy route. Like, just make me like small for like 20 minutes.
dog. That's a huge drawback. Like, we didn't really like.
For real.
That's like death. Like, what? Like that drawback?
Hey,
Oh my
imagine
god.
how hacks my ability got. I'm law rooming everything.
Hell yeah.
Ain't no army man hockey bitch.
I mean, or you can be like Kid and you can do the same thing and like with no drawback.
His arm was kind of hurting, though, you know.
I mean, it's hurting. Your arm hurting. I still use my other one, bro. Like,
I keep hearing people say that, but I don't remember seeing that though.
I don't remember seeing that either. Not to say that it's not true. I don't remember that.
I mean, no, I do remember seeing it. Like, I remember somebody posting a panel or a video or something. But every time I go back to try to find it, I can't never see where it is.
It don't exist.
Which one?
The absence of evidence is not.
so you're telling me that Mihawk never said they're strong swordsmen in Wano?
No. I'm talking about where kids started like rubbing on his shoulder after he used his ability as Sabaody.
My nigga was just itching, bro.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
probably
remember
like the
either.
recoil,
It's like a
you know?
minute detail. I don't remember.
I think that's probably anime only because I was looking in the manga when I was looking for it.
My nigga was just scratching his arm, bro.
The recoil probably fucked his arm. That's why he has like his arm is like metal now.
Yeah. I mean,
Probably
that's
like-
Yeah, I want to
Oh,
get
it's
the
like
story
Christmas
behind that
Buffalo?
too. Like, I wonder if it's just like he just has no arm, or does he have like metal coated around? Like, I don't know. I want to know what's up with his arm.
I feel like most people believe that he just doesn't have an arm. Like, because he has like a bunch of scars now.
yeah.
Just assume.
I think his arm got taken. And, he's just using.
And
What if
fucking
it
around the
happened
world.
in Big Mom's
I mean, it could have.
character?
That's what everybody's speculating.
Do you guys think it's a Yonko or like a Yonko commander?
I think Kata created.
Katakuri?
Honestly, I hope it's somebody that we don't know of. I hope
Amon? Do you think Amon?
If it happened,
I hope it's just a random. I hope it's just a random strong.
Oh, it could be one of Kaido's calamities, bro.
it could
I
have.
don't
We
want
got a
it to be
flashback in
though.
Wano, and we were.
I want it to be.
know that
I
kid
want
that's
it to be
supposed to
one of
Big Mom.
Cavendish. I want it to be one of Cavendish's classmates. That's what I want it to be. You know, like how Luffy got.
I've been saying that, Steve-O. We need, like,
Yeah,
you know.
I know, bro.
The top of Cavendish's
Yeah, the top of Cavendish's class, basically. Yeah, that's what I would like.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a good topic there.
Like, cause we know supernovas. It's not just something that happened with Luffy's generation. There's something.
It's every year.
Yeah, there's a new.
Yeah. It's a new. It's like a new. Yeah.
Basically every year, from what it seems like.
Barto, Cavendish, and who else is in there?
Caribou.
Yo, I wonder who it was in Dofi's generation. Like, you think it was him?
It was Mihawk.
Mihawk.
Cause when you think about it, they're all around the same age, so.
Yeah, Crocodile and Morty could have been in there too.
Hey, they class would have been nasty then.
Dragon was there as well. If you notice.
That's probably why they was in the why they was all in the execution scene. Cause they probably was all supernovas together.
Yeah, that's lit.
I never really
It would
thought
make
about
sense.
it, but that'd be lit.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think all of
definitely
them were supernovas because Shanks and Bug were there too, and at their age, I don't think you would consider them like the supernovas of that time.
Right.
Shanks and
I
Buggy
mean, no,
was-
Shanks and Buggy, they was probably like in their early 20s, right? Since they was like 25
No,
years ago.
Roger's execution, they were kids.
They're like 18 or something.
They're like teens, like young teens.
Yeah. They would be in their teenage years.
They were still on.
I mean.
So
I mean, Luffy was 17 as a young. I mean, I was about to say Yonko as a supernova.
That's Pirate King.
You don't think Shanks is Pirate King material?
No.
He's a Yonko. He's knocking on the door of Pirate King, and people think he's even guarding the sea.
It takes more than just strength to become the Pirate King.
Of course, it takes more than strength. I'm not saying he has the strength. I'm saying he has the
There
strength.
is a
of course,
reason why Shanks hasn't done it. If he knew that Rogers will was to become the next Pirate King, and he was capable of doing it, he would have done it. There's a reason.
What if he's capable of doing it, but he just like feel like it's just not his interest to do it?
I'm not saying that Shanks can or will become the Pirate King. All I'm saying is that since you said he's Pirate King,
there's a reason why he hasn't done it.
Yeah, I think Shanks knows the meaning of it.
What I'm saying is that Shanks could have also been a young teen as a supernova. That's
like the point was like whenever Roger like became Pirate King, he basically got Jewed out of doing what he was capable of doing. Like it wasn't his time.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, if Roger could have voice crack, if Roger could have done it, he would have.
I'm joking, but I was really referring to the fact that you said he got Jewed out of it.
Oh. He did. Basically, it was wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, I feel like, and Shanks can't accomplish what is necessary, as far as like finding the One Piece. I mean, maybe he can. Yeah, I feel like Luffy, the D's are special, and it has to be a D. Like Whitebeard said. Right, but the thing is, Whitebeard even said like, "Yo, you're not the man that Roger's waiting for."
Roger's waiting for.
You know, so I feel like it has to be a D. You know, so.
That would make sense. Yeah.
I feel like Shanks was looking for the new era, and I don't know, maybe it's like a prophecy from Madam Shirley, like, you know, the one who you give the hat to, blah 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 blah. You know, it could be something like that, or someone like Madam Shirley, you know, where it's like Shanks was, maybe that's why Shanks risked his arm like without a second thought, you know, where it's just like, this is the future, this is like the next, whereas like maybe they tell me you're gonna have to make a decision on like, you know.
I figured out what the Willa D is now. It's the editors.
The editors?
In a way, they are.
Clean.
I suppose.
Editors.
Someone said, "Did I miss the SBS side of the stream?"
From what like people
not fixing somebody else's.
From like what interviews have said, the new editor is kind of weird because anytime Oda gives him a chapter, he goes, "It's fucking amazing."
Barto snuck in. Barto snuck in and became an editor, bro.
like he just said, like he doesn't know if he should believe him or not. Because every time he says in the chapter, he's like, "This shit's golden." Baby.
Yeah, I read that.
Just give him a test. Be like, "Hey,
what are we doing?
Dodge this arc and fucking.
I fucking love it.
Like, I'm more of this.
No. He was in charge of Weevil's design. Like, you think about Weevil's design? Awesome. Let's do it. Like, let's get it out there.
Luffy comes out looking like Dofi.
No, he was behind Tank Man full version.
The strong characters skip leg day. Great.
It's like that's I feel like I skip leg day. Look at me.
It's like, get skin now.
I skip leg day. Look at me. That's what that's.
Read this chapter that skims through it. Fucking amazing.
Do you want to give the whole fight, the whole chapter, just Luffy and Katakuri fight? Why? Let's go to cake. Let's go to cake.
And that's the one that Oda listened to. He was like, "You know, you're right about."
You're right. Every time you say something, it's just like the chapter it explodes. Like so many theories. They said that when you give the hat to plot. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what it was. This is what it was. But now I gotta go. But like the stream, people. Like the stream. Chapter should be out tomorrow.
Tomorrow around this time.
Or sooner.
Around, like, it was like it's been out like 1:30 the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It might be out super early again. I don't know. It's like really weird. There's no like schedule.
It comes out by the time I'm like on my last break of the day.
Like it was consistent the past 2 weeks, but overall it's like it's been like a week by week thing.
I get a lunch break and then I get one 15-minute break, so it's like technically my last break. I only get 2 breaks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's real fast.
All right, people in the chat. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming through and sticking with us for 2 hours.
Alright, y'all, appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah. All right, thanks for coming through, bro.
Niggas in the chat.
Niggas in the chat.